Alright.
Those are some really good gobble guns you picked there.
Thanks, boy. I'm currently making the swamp one for Shinonuma, and then I'll switch out. There it is, willpower. Let's see.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna need a equipped, what's it called?
I just bought a bunch of them. There it is.
I don't think I should use power vacuum for this one. No. I'll switch out this one for, what is it called?
Who's who?
I ran out of crate power. Damn it.
That's a good point. Do I have crate power?
I was gonna use that to upgrade the Wonder Waffle. There's gotta be another way to get it. That'll be a good one to have.
Alright, just so my side of the broadcast knows, in case your side of the broadcast does not know. We're doing the swamp. So, we're doing Shinonuma, World at War. We're doing Shangri-La, Black Ops 1. And we're doing Zetsubua, Black Ops 3.
That is correct.
And possibly we might do Origins because technically it has mud. So I'll call it Mini Swamp.
Yeah, it sounded like you said Valhalla, but yes. So I'm trying to think. Wall power? No.
I like wall power because I personally like the wall guns and any of the maps because I like using the Kuda. And you can find the HVK, that is the best one to have off the wall because I believe it has the most ammo. And if not, the AK-12 or what's it called? That gun?
Can?
Oh, that's it, the can. Can 44, that's what it is. That one has some pretty good ammo. Basically a good gun.
No, yeah, I don't have any that'll upgrade the gun. I used to have a lot of crate powers and I wasted them. But, oh well. Okay, so the stipulations for this, for people who notice the title on my video, it's Drunk Gaming. It was going to be Drunk Gamers, but Leo does not have any alcohol whatsoever. So, I didn't even take a picture. I'm gonna take a picture of the shot glass that I have. It's a.
Funny enough, you can also embed it into the video if you're using the Share Factory.
Let's see.
The Rising Sun Facility, Empire of Hapon. This is the first time I played zombies in about a month.
Alright. So the stipulation was every
orange? Alright, let's see which orange one. Wall power. Stipulation was after every round, after round 1, so round 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 will be a drinking round, so Jose will drink it up, or we can do the other one was after every 30 minutes Jose will take
I'm gonna do both. I'm gonna do both.
Alright, so
I
the
think it's
timer
funny.
currently is 2:30, so Jose will take one at
I'm
3 o'clock.
fucking dying.
Technically,
I'm dying right now.
5 o'clock for him.
No, I'm fucking dying because finally, I don't know how long it took, but finally, Miriam was like, "Happy birthday!" I'm like, "There you go." And I was like, "Thanks," and she's like, "Shit, I feel horrible." She's like, "I'm bad at birthdays. I'm so sorry." Like, I think, I was like, "Come on, Facebook's gotta tell her eventually."
Huh.
Alright, hold on.
And I guess I might as well say for the stream, happy the 25th birthday, boy. You're a quarter of a century old.
Thank you. Ooh, that's a nice burn. I gotta do another one because I didn't do it for the first
No,
one.
I didn't count the first round because we started on that round. Every changing round is what I said. So you wouldn't get screwed over.
Oh man, that's so funny though. The Sheila, she's like, "Oh my god!"
There's a line right here, so you can grab yourself some points. This window over here next to the gobblegum.
There we go.
That'd be great if the double points for the weapon and the close-up counter for in-game too. It's like, oh yeah, you get double the points in here too.
Oh god, that'd be awesome.
Imagine like a constant double points on. It's like, oh, that'd be crazy.
Oh, did you know that for World War II?
I'm sorry. Did you know if I leaned forward enough with all my might? That's all I can remember.
I mean that too.
For World War II, you're saying?
If I get drunk enough, I might do it. For World War II, the game, they got rid of perks, and now they have this things called divisions.
The Division. Interesting. Tell me more. Fuck, where's the HK at? I think it's over here.
So I guess they're gonna have like different classes, like a sniper class, assault rifle class.
Oh, okay.
And then you can level those up from like basic training to like 2 other levels aside from that. And then once I guess you max them out, that's like it'll be equivalent of getting like a pro perk.
I need a gun.
But the gameplay that I've seen of it does look pretty damn good.
That's good. I saw a little bit of it during E3. I'm like, that looks cool.
Alright, I'm gonna start killing some zombies. Kind of been running about more on my screen. And just for the record though, folks, I am not a lightweight. I mean, there's nothing light about my weight. But I am not a lightweight. But let's see. I mean, technically there's food in my stomach. It's probably still there, right? I mean, it hasn't fully been digested, I don't think. I'm assuming it's still in there.
No, it'll take like a day for it to fully do its thing.
Ah, there you go. So, but oh shit, round 3. I did not see that. So there you go. Gotta take another.
You can do a double for round 4 if you want.
All right, here comes another. I'm not even sure exactly where I'm supposed to fill it up, so I'm just filling it up like almost about more than half.
Stay out, zombies!
Ooh. That's a burning. That burns.
Does it?
Stings. Stings the nostrils in a good way. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, dude. This smells like pure gasoline.
Pure gas? That's not good.
Isn't that what Dean says? You're like, oh, tastes like gasoline.
Sarsaparillo's pretty good though. Sweet.
I have some of your top shelf whiskey.
Only got the one shelf.
Wait, what were you saying?
What is it? The fishing hut? It has a double tap.
Oh, okay.
Don't forget you get your gobblegums.
Oh yeah, fuck, I've not been doing that. Just been drinking. I have my 4th shot, well, 3rd shot, because the first one doesn't count, so I have the next shot in front of me, so I'm just gonna...
What I'm wondering is if we should, or not we, since I'm not doing it, if you should do it when the round is changing.
Maybe. Woo! 3 shots.
Take 3 shots?
If you count 2, 3, and 4, yeah.
Nice. I was just wondering if you took 3 shots. You're like, alright, I have 5, 6, and 7 counted.
Oh no. And mule kick is here. That's, what? What? What?
Yeah, remember how Quick Revive is upstairs now? Instead of mule kick?
Oh, yeah. No, well, it's funny, Quick Revive flash, though, on one of the things. Like,
by the way, I got the Spaz 447 Plus.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, that's the STG, right?
Yeah. I got it, I had crate power. So I'm like, sweet. By the way, maximum munitions.
Thank you.
More ammo to keep my vodka safe with.
Ray
And this stream would have made a ton of sense because you're using Dempsey, who might be a whiskey man, and of course I'm Nikolai, and the vodka was available to me. It would have been like perfect.
Oh my god. I'm going in solo because Leo ran out of his what is it? Your
Grey
Goose?
Goose. My Goose Grey.
You know they wrote made in France, but it's not really made in France. They just
Oh
put
shit!
that.
What was that? I was getting killed by something. Yeah, look, Mr.
The guy who bought Grey Goose started putting like I think like made from France, but it wasn't true. But he was just writing that, so people thought like, ooh, it's from France. It must be good.
Not only that, he doubled the price, so it's like, oh, this is high quality.
He just doubled the price.
Yeah,
he didn't change the ingredient.
Yeah,
he just
like,
doubled the price.
I'll just double the price, and people are like, oh, it must be good if it's that expensive.
And then
he became a millionaire, or like however.
No, billionaire. He's ended up selling it for $2 billion.
Damn.
And his net, well, what he actually got was 1.6 because he had, I think, spent like 4 million. I think, yeah, he had spent like 4 million, like I guess like buying it. Like I guess if you count in general, like when he bought it at the time.
Yeah.
Everything, because I remember they said that they're like he sold it for 2 billion and he made a net profit of 1.6 billion. So they're like, the fuck? They just paid 2 billion for 4 million, or like some ridiculous price. Like really? Oh my god!
Pretty
they
damn
paid
crazy.
2 billion for $400 million worth of just the name.
Nice. Well, imagine like stuff like WhatsApp, freaking Facebook's like, oh shit, that can threaten us later on in life. We'll just buy it for 2 billion or however much they paid for it.
Could not believe it. He made 1.6 billion. That's how much he had, and he would just play golf. He just had that one guy who, whenever he felt like playing golf, he had a caddy.
Yeah, his caddy, and he'll just travel with him. It wasn't even that, by the way. Storage has Juggernaut. It wasn't even that way. It was he took his caddy every single place he went to, and he paid him throughout the whole thing.
On the whim.
And in case
on the whim.
he wanted to go golf, he's like, oh, Jeff, let's go.
I got my caddy right here. I like when he's trying to tell them it's like, oh fuck, we went from 4 to 6. I wasn't paying attention to around 5 or 6. Now I gotta take a double shot.
Oh yeah.
I need to keep track of the rounds. Oh boy. Okay.
We can cheat it and just do every other round, because you might die by round 12.
You think so? Alcohol poisoning?
It would be 11 shots. That's basically the equivalent of 11 beers.
I don't feel nothing. I stand up. Oh no. I'm gonna take the 6th shot right now. Hold on, or the 5th shot. But I'm gonna start making the shots smaller. Like about to fill it up like I don't know, a finger.
That's
because
fine.
I gotta make it last.
Why don't you just drink it straight from the bottle and just take sips? Like, oh, here's a sip. Oh, here's a sip. Sip, sip,
you're
sip,
right.
sip.
Well, that, it does save the hassle of having to pour it.
Yeah.
Take a swig every round.
Yeah. However you want to do it. Oh, that's good. Wanna grab some points?
Alright, hold on. Cover me real quick. I'm gonna do a little test. Let me see how I feel. I'm walking around. Nope, hasn't kicked in yet. Oh, nothing yet.
Why don't you get some water?
I have water.
Sweet.
Yeah, when it gets a little too hot.
You know how well I prepared for this?
How well?
Ice chest with 5 waters.
Oh, genius.
Oh, by the way, zombies. So you can hopefully get Juggernaut.
Oh, hold on. Can you cover me again real quick? I gotta go fill up a couple of ice.
Yeah.
I'll be back.
Hopefully this zombie is the only zombie. Nope. There are 2 zombies. Let's see. Oh, I don't want to kill him actually. Jose should grab some points. He was almost there to Juggernaut. Actually, I've been hogging all the damn kills since he's been drinking. Got 75, he's got 33. Alright, let's see. I do wonder if you'll be able to make it all the way to Origins. So there's gonna be a lot of drinking. Origins with map 4.
I can make it.
He's gotta say the magic word. Just put Origins.
Alright. So in case those of you are, you know, watching or wondering...
This guy got binoculars on his damn chest.
Let me see if there's any comments. No comments yet, okay. But,
so what
for those
to,
of you...
to Andy, he's not watching.
He should have been. But, thank you for saving these. I heard that, by the way. But, I do favor Jack Daniels. It is my favorite whiskey, but that does not mean I drink often. You know, I can drink. I drink on occasion. But whiskey is like once every blue moon, I guess you could say. Fun fact, I like Blue Moon. It's been a while since I've had it.
It's not bad.
Yeah. But, Rolling Rock, very smooth, very smooth, very, very smooth. That's a little endorsement. Rolling Rock, sponsor me. Fucking Jack Daniels sponsor me, but I can only do a video for you guys once a month.
Oh, that's very true. Or it can be
I gotta take a swig, hold on.
What is it? A weekly basis? Alright, I got bullet boost now, so I can upgrade my 2 weapons with a power up. One of them got thunder wall, the other one got fireworks, which is pretty good.
Yeah, I really wish I had the camera with the PlayStation Eye so that they could see me, so they could actually. I'm not just making sound effects like. That'd be pretty stupid. But yeah, that's why you guys who were watching me, you guys have it on Snapchat. I did a snap of it, and I'll post snaps throughout the video, like of the bottle going down slowly but surely. But
crazy man, boy. So much drinking. Oh, I just ran into that, sorry.
Shit!
I didn't realize I was the last one, damn it.
And when I reach milestones, if we reach like, let's say
20.
20? I was gonna say 10, but okay, 20, I will take a really big swig of it.
Yeah, everything past 20 will be 20, 30, 40.
You guys might be hearing, well, say watching, but you guys can't really watch.
Holy crap, that guy just jumped up.
You guys might be hearing a drinking problem, an addiction start right now. Although I don't think so, man, because I've drank before.
Yes.
I'll be quite honest with you. Rolling Rock's good, but it's not that good. I mean, it's not good to the point where I'm like, I mean, you know, I'd buy hot Cheetos on the daily, like.
Yeah.
I mean,
if I can drink squirts the entire time, I would probably drink it. But
yeah, it's just like
it's like
if
damn.
I mean, the only thing I drink like religiously would be like water, but who the fuck doesn't? I mean, like, you know, but I mean, what's it called? I should be wary, you know, because I mean, it's in my blood apparently. I mean, my father was an alcoholic. He loved the hooch. Actually, I don't know. I don't think he fucking drank like what I'm drinking. I think he fucking drank beer. He drank the piss water. I think it was a Bud Light or a, you know, I think. But, you know, he was an alcoholic. You know, he got clean though. I gotta give the son of a bitch that he got clean. But he was an alcoholic, so I might be playing with fire here. But you know, I think it's all about mind over matter.
Yeah, also a good song.
Cause I mean, I recognize that I have addictions. I have my vices. Hot Cheetos are one of my addictions. That's vice. But I have gone like weeks without having a bag of them.
Nice.
And it could be due to income, lack of income, or just too lazy to get them. So, I'll be honest, I've gone weeks without them, but then I go through periods where I have a bag like a day, sometimes 2 or 3 bags a day.
And just to
or
back
at the
up
very
your
least,
statement, there's been moments where he's like, oh, where are they? And he goes searching around the house and goes to his mother and goes to his sister. He's like, did you eat my hot Cheetos? They're like, maybe. Like, you know, those are my only bag for this week. Those are my hot Cheetos. And funny enough, I also caught him, or I caught them in the act. His cousins were at his home for a week. And at one point I hear them crunching away while we're playing Minecraft. And all of a sudden I hear crunch, crunch, crunch. And then I hear a drawer open. And all of a sudden I hear more crunch, crunch, crunch. I'm like, oh, I wonder what that is. Jose later hops on the microphone. He's like, where are my hot Cheetos? They even stole my my secret ones.
The secret stash that I had.
Terrible.
I mean, if you look at my shelf, I have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 empty
6, 7, 8, 9,
bags.
10.
I have 5 empty bags. I think the most I did, I actually did a snap of the most I've ever had. I think it was like 12 or 13 that I had. Like I piled up, and I think Jenny was like, "They're not good for you," and I was like, "I don't go fuck." Like, I haven't had any. I haven't had any. Like my ulcer hasn't gone out. My what's something that could pop your appendix? Like you know, I haven't lost anything. You know, I don't have any fucking ulcers, so it's like, yeah, fuck you guys. I know you're concerned for my health, but I'll be alright.
I mean, it's morbid, but we all die. Why not die doing what we like?
Well, not even at that, like I said, I think subconsciously, because I'm a lot smarter than I give myself credit for, and I think people give me credit that I'm smart, but even, like, what I'm trying to say is, like, sometimes my body will do things, or my mind will, like let me do things that I'm not aware of, and later on I'm like, oh, maybe subliminally my mind was trying to tell me something, like those great stretches of time that I go without them, like, I won't be thinking about them, I'll just be like, whatever. Now, if anything, I'll be like, oh, you know, it's been a while since I've had one.
Yeah.
Since I've had some, you know, so maybe that's my body, like, hey, you know what? I think you need to slow down a bit, man. Take a little break, recover, and then you go back to it.
Yeah, like
when I go to it, I hit it hard.
I
Holy
remember,
crap! I missed out on 4 rounds. So I'm gonna take one big swig just to make up for those rounds.
It'll be a regular, good old drink. But what was I gonna say? Like, to add on to that, I remember,
woo!
Like, going to the stores, like, oh, there's Squirt out right there, like a 24 pack. That's usually what I buy. I'm like I bought one, and I think within the week they're all gone. I'm like, damn it, I didn't savor this. Just drank as many as I could with all my meals, and then eventually, I'm almost dead, by the way. Eventually, it's like, I'll go to the supermarket the next couple times. It's like, nope, I had plenty last time. I can't have any more. And I'll do that for like 2 supermarket runs, and then on the 3rd one, I was like, it's been long enough. I'll get some more. And it's like, this time around, I'll savor it. It's like, I already went to the supermarket for the next time period. It's like, I still have some left. It's okay. I don't need it anymore.
I just want to let you guys know, I felt something right now, so I'm like, oh. I'm feeling a buzz now.
Oh no. You're on drink sip shot number 10.
Put it this way, it's about like the size of your index finger.
Yeah.
It's about the size of an index finger away from the label, from the throat of the bottle. So that just shows you how much I've already consumed.
Damn. And this is chilled, or is it just room temperature?
Room temperature, yeah. I don't think it matters if it's hot or cold.
Oh, that's your preference?
At least not for whiskey. Oh no, there's no preference. I drink it however. There's no preference. I think people, they mix it with the Jack. I mean, they mix it with the Coke so they could
mix it with more Jack.
they mix it with Coke so they could drink more of it.
Yeah.
But I'm drinking it just straight. So like I said, it's like, you know, it does burn. Like if you take a really good swig,
Yeah.
you feel the heat in the throat, and it's just like, it's like legit, just like hot.
Yeah.
It burns. It's like gasoline.
No doubt.
Round started. Okay, here we go.
Holy crap, that dog flew. People on my screen will definitely see this dog flying into the air. Alright, it is now the next round. Sorry.
Woo! I just took a sip, now I gotta take another one.
That's the beauty of dog rounds. And they come every 4, so imagine at round 20 when they come again.
Right there, that was a backlash right there of the heat. I was like, my throat was like, it literally like closed up. It's like, okay, no oxygen is gonna come through right now.
Oh no, just
Yeah.
just drink a ton of water.
How about this? I'll take a shot at the end of the round now. Not in the beginning, just at the end of a round.
Yeah, I'll keep a zombie and then you can do your thing.
If you really think about it, it's about the same thing. You know, start of the round, end of the round. I hope that like people are not gonna be like, oh, what a fucking lightweight. It's like, well, again, I don't drink very often whiskey. If this was Rolling Rock, ooh, I'd be slamming the bottles.
I was walking to that.
I would be slamming the bottles, dude. You don't even know.
Just like the angry video game nerd.
Oh yeah. I mean, the guy has good taste. That's a really smooth fucking alcohol. It's a smooth beer. Oh, have you gone to Buffalo Wild Wings? So you can ask it?
I've been like, well, since Eddie's out on his trip, it's like, the next time.
Oh
like,
my God.
Well, yeah. By the way, that runway you just walked through, that's almost the exact same way I die almost every time doing this map.
Bullshit,
I was
man.
literally about to say, don't worry, my shield will get him. Nope. No shield.
I mean, if you ask me, that's some bullshit right there because,
By the way, do you want me to open this so you can just get through?
yeah. You ask me, that's some bullshit because it's like, fuck's sake, man. So thick to get through, and it's like, I think you summed it up best. You're like, it's like fucking quicksand, like.
Yeah.
It slows you down, but they fucking walk at regular pace.
Like nothing.
Oh yeah.
It's crap.
So I mean, that means I can't do the calm room strategy.
That's what I
Or
always
the-
try to do. And if you get stuck, you might be lucky enough. Oh, by the way, let me show you the worst spot to get stuck at.
Show my face.
Right here.
Now you see them?
This is
Now
the
you
worst
know.
spot. Because you're like running, dead.
Oh yeah, this is.
And that's without stam it up. Like, I have stam it up on. It's like I can kind of run through it. It's like you're pretty boned.
No, ooh, I feel it now. I just stood up right now and the room is starting to spin a little bit.
Oh no. Do you want that to be an achievement then? You make it to round 20, you don't have to drink no more.
Ooh, man, the room started to spin a bit. Hey, you know what? I kind of want to test something out because I don't think Leo's ever seen me drunk or heard me drunk. So if it's annoying, then I'll know never to do it. And if it's entertaining, Leo might be like, "¿Sabes qué? You should drink more often."
It'll be just like that kid who was talking to Michael about yelling at him, like, "No, yell more."
Can you scream for him? Okay, round 14, we take another swig.
I thought you took one already.
The mighty motherland.
Oh, wait, that's the end of the round. Yeah, that's right.
I'm literally taking little sips now, baby sips. That's from all the alcohol.
Don't light a fire now.
Time to light them up.
Your room might go boom.
That's a spicy meatball. Oh my god, dude. I'm getting motion sickness from how fast I'm moving on the game. I'm like,
Got lower your sensitivity then.
to 2?
Maybe to 1.
Hold on. Cover me. Let me see. Let me try to take a walk. Whoa. Okay. Okay. Woo. Kick it in. And also, Leo, on a real note.
Yep.
On a real note. Should I develop a problem? Should this become a sickness? Should this become a sickness? I want you to mark this day when I turn 25, and I want you to do everything in your power to try to pull me back from being a drunk.
I will do as best as I can.
Okay. I don't think it's gonna happen. Because here's the thing, folks. I mean, look, I am not trying to disrespect people who are addicts and who fight addiction. Like I said, it might sound like, you know, childish or, you know, minuscule compared to your guys' addiction or whatnot. But it's like, I just bought jug and I died. Didn't even let me finish my drink.
Damn.
But
in theory, now you can take your drink for the round 15.
Oh, you're right. Thank you.
Oh no, this might be the end.
Die, Hellspawn, die!
Oh no, this might be the end. Where the hell is the switch? I can't find the
Yeah, I was about to say, there's a switch,
Where the
isn't there?
hell is the switch?
There you go. What was I gonna say?
Oh!
Okay, it's really starting to kick in now, folks. So you're gonna see a belligerent side of me, which I hope there isn't a belligerent side of me, but I'm pretty sure there is. But anyways, I'm not trying to make fun of people who have addictions. I know they do, but I just don't think I have an addictive gene in my body because of my overbearing laziness. It is incredibly strong. Do not doubt it.
And it just turned off.
I thought it would at least pass through. Not instantly downed me like, ugh.
It looked like you're just a drunk and you just tripped off getting out of the freaking bar.
So yeah, I just want, you know, I don't think I have it in me, except for like I said, the only thing I can compare it to is chips, but I mean, literally, you know, you can call it out of you could literally call it out of spite, and out of spite, I'll stop eating them, just out of spite. I mean, I might even resort to the fact of like eating Takis or eating Cool Ranch Doritos, like I'll eat other chips.
Cool Ranch Doritos are pretty damn good.
Yeah, you know, so
That's what I usually get from Subway.
And then even at that, I found an alternative to when I was eating healthy for a very short window of time, which, I mean, it was healthy with an asterisk. I mean, it wasn't completely healthy, but I was eating like salads almost every day. Right. But my vice to swap out the hot Cheetos is corn nuts. And those are good too. So, I mean, if anything, I'll swap it out with corn nuts.
Ooh.
So,
oh, you know what I just thought of?
What's up?
What's the service called? There's a service that I can't think of right now that brings you snacks every month. I just can't think of it.
Sounds familiar. That does sound familiar.
Nature Way. Nature's Box. Nature Box. There you go.
There you
Nature
go.
Way.
Nature Box.
That's a
Nature
different
Box.
but Nature I was about to say Nature Way again. Nature Box. Yeah, you can technically that can be like your healthier snack eating that way.
Let's not go too crazy now.
It's not very expensive. I think it's $110 for 6 months.
Maybe.
I wish I could meet the chick who sang
Oh.
that jingle.
But
We just crashed.
okay, now I gotta take another swig.
You have 3 more rounds and then you'll be able to survive normally.
So for the record, it's really starting to hit me now. It's really starting to hit. I haven't reached the label yet.
No?
But Taking a good amount of it. I mean, enough to start. I'm sitting down and I could feel it. I could feel it. I'm sitting down. But I can only imagine if I try to walk or operate a vehicle, it's not going to be very long. Which I'm not going to. And I'm going to know. I'm going to operate a vehicle. On top of the stream, you know, I give my word. I will not operate a vehicle.
Almost ready, by the way.
Grab it.
I thought you was like.
Alright, I'm gonna make a new rule now. I'm gonna make a new. Oh my god, I can't even lean forward without.
Do you have a bucket?
Oh no, I don't think I'll vomit.
Bucket?
I mean. No. I'm like, ever since I got really sick one time, and I started dry heaving, and my stomach was in the worst pain imaginable because of the dry heaves.
Yeah.
I'm like petrified of fucking vomiting ever in my life.
Trust me.
Because I don't know about you.
The worst feeling is vomiting. Like, I'd rather poop for 20 days versus vomiting for like 2 or 3 times. But it's like, I remember once I was so sick, and I'm like, I better not throw up. I better not throw up. And one time, I coughed really hard in the shower, and it was like it was happening. It was like the strong pain in your chest as it's going up. Like,
yeah.
No. You can't do this now.
Dude, I have this thing when I throw up. Like, let's say I throw up, like, you throw up the first, like, you throw it up, right? And you're like, okay, I think I'm good. And then your stomach, like, literally is like, no, you're not. And it, like, regurgitates. Like, you feel it coming up. It's like, no, another one's gonna come out every time. And I try to be like, no, mind over matter. I'm not gonna let this happen. Nope. You fucking hurl that first hurl, and you're like, okay, I think it's gone. And you can't control it. The other one's like, nope. Keep on hurling. And every time, it always happens. But this last time I've thrown up, it's because I was sick, not because of not like food poisoning.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm burping alcohol. But just like, you know, like I felt I had like air in my chest, and so I was like, I felt like throwing up, and I was just dry heaving because there was nothing to throw up.
Yeah.
And man, that is the worst pain, because then your body, like literally, like your whole stomach, your rib cage is just like sore, and you can't fucking move.
It hurts.
Yes. Which is funny, that never happened to me before, but now, I don't know, in my older age, like, fuck, it hurts. That's why, like, literally, I am fucking petrified. I do not want to throw up.
Yeah, like, this pain that I was telling you about happened within these last 3 or 4 months. I was like, no. I haven't thrown up in so many years. It's like, no, I can't.
No. I think I haven't thrown up since this year started. Maybe I want to go so far since even, like, last year. So, but no, to be technical, I think since I've been here, which is about to come up on a full year, I have not thrown up.
Oh, very good.
I have not thrown up.
Oh, that's very bad that you've fallen.
How dare you touch me?
What's it called? I hope I never ever throw up. And even then when I throw up, I hope it's just like I throw it up, and if I throw up like 4 or 5 times, like, you know, just like, bleh, bleh, and then there, it's done. And then my stomach doesn't hurt. Because that, oh my god, that pain in the stomach is so... fucking having nightmares about it, dude. Like, it was that bad.
Yeah. I can only recall once that I ever heard you throw up, and you were so happy. I think it was Thanksgiving 2011.
I remember.
Or, no,
was it Thanksgiving? I thought it was Christmas.
Thanksgiving or Christmas 2009, that's what it was. And you had come over.
I overate. I had overate, and I will admit this. I overate, but the food was so good, so I was just like... And it wasn't even like that pressure thing of like...
that made everybody else like gag a little bit when you said it? But I thought it was hilarious.
I had said, oh geez, I didn't know everybody else was like, I didn't know I made everyone else
my sister mainly, the oldest one. But everybody else was not like a disgusted laugh, but it's like, oh, that's pretty crazy.
Fuck. No, that was Johnny there? Jesus Christ! I hope I didn't make like a scene like
I know
my whole family was there.
My cousin Jules was there. He was like coaching me through the thing. Like, I'll just let him do his thing. Like, I've seen this before. Senor College. He's like, I know what to do.
Okay, so this is like one of the first time that I spent the holidays with Leo's family. The first and only time now that I really think about it. But anyways, it was, I think it was Christmas. I want to say it was Christmas, but it could have been Thanksgiving. It could have been Thanksgiving. But anyways, point is, we're eating, and I guess I ate prior or something, or I ate too much, but the food was so delicious. Like, it really was good. So, I ate and I ate, and I guess I overate to the point where my stomach was I needed to throw up.
Yeah.
So, I thought, and what's funny is I remember thinking, like, okay, I'm just gonna hurl, just get whatever I need to get out, and then I'll still be full, and I'll be like, okay. Well, this thing was loud. I was vomiting pretty loud, and it was like a lot. And at first, I thought, oh my god, I hope they don't think I have food poisoning. I hope they don't think like, oh, then our food makes me sick. So I think I remember telling Leo, like, dude, it wasn't because the food was bad. It was because the food was so good. I ate too much of it.
Yeah.
And then it got to the point where I was throwing up, and you throw up. It's what's in your side of your stomach, and I'm gonna take a swig right now. Don't worry, people watching. I will take a swig right now.
But you reached the milestone. Well, technically my milestone, where it's like you reached the no drinking period.
I'll take one last swig and then there. But I like that new rule now. Hold up, I like the new rule. Once I drink up until round 20. After round 20, no more drinking. Unless I reach like 30 or 40, then I drink. I'll take a swig.
Oh,
every
shit.
10 rounds after that.
No.
But anyways.
Oh no.
But the food was so good. What's up?
We're at the 40-minute marker. We forgot to do the 30-minute one.
Oh shit. Okay. I'll just do. Time me on this. I'm gonna take a swig right now and just start counting. When I say now, I'll start counting. Now.
All right. As 3:39/5:39. That's when the next one will be.
Okay, I took a really big swig.
Talk about swigs.
Okay.
I need some agua.
Anyways, back to the story. So it was so good. As I'm throwing up, it still smells like the food. So typically throw up smells horrendous, but this throw up, it was really good. So I remember, I don't think Leo
and
was
I can say too, since I did clean up the mess, it didn't smell as bad as it could.
Oh my god! Did I hit the floor? I thought I got all in the toilet.
No, I just what's it called? You got it all good. I was just cleaning the rim and the outer rim, just to make sure everything was nice and clean.
But I don't think the door was open. I don't think Leo was watching me. But I remember telling Leo, here's the funny part. As I'm throwing up, it smells so good, it made me hungry again.
Did you wait a little bit before eating again, or how did you do it?
I think after I was like officially like done throwing up and I was like recuperating, I had motioned to Leo. I had to like, hey, you know what? Is there any more leftover food? I think his family was like, no, I think they like cut me off. Like if it was alcohol, but it was food, like, no, you've had enough, you're good. But I think Leo, like, I had to like kind of not badger him, but I was like, hey Leo, like, okay, I'm good now. I promise, I'm not gonna throw up. Can I get another plate? And Leo was like, okay, I'm gonna get another plate like it was for me, but it's gonna be for you. But I was like, I'm like, Leo, I felt bad because like I felt like I was making a bad impression.
It was like my cousin Jules was like, don't give him more food. I'm like, but he's hungry. He's like, no, his stomach doesn't know that he's full.
It was so good. It was that fucking delicious. Like I couldn't help myself. It was delicious.
To explain how good this food is, I'm gonna tell you a story from 2012. Jumping 3 years in story time. So the food was so good that my mother only makes this food before this. She only made it twice a year, for Thanksgiving and for Christmas, of course. Thanksgiving was usually the most delicious because it was like the first one of the year technically, so it was like the best. And what's it called? So we did our whole ordeal, like everybody was eating their food, and it was delicious, of course. And then my parents were going somewhere on that Friday, so it was like I was the only one home, and it was just the three of us living at this house in 2012. And so that morning I'm like, I'm gonna take a shower. I didn't do it yesterday, so I might as well do that, blah blah blah. And lo and behold, while I was in the shower, someone snuck into the house, someone unexpected, who had already taken leftovers the prior day. And it's like, wait a minute. And not only did not my eldest sister, but the second oldest sister. Basically, she's the baby girl and I'm the baby boy, so she was third in line from the four of us, being four siblings in total. It was her and her boyfriend at the time, and she was getting a big old plate for her and a big old plate for him, and it was so much food. And my biggest like food that I love to eat, that I consumed all my food with, is always mashed potatoes.
Pie. Oh,
the mashed potato is so good. Like I eat mashed potato with the turkey, with the ham. Like me personally, I don't like turkey a whole lot, but the mashed potato makes the turkey so good. So it's like perfect. I'll eat this, I'll eat that, and like basically the food always rounds around the mashed potato. She took so much mashed potato. It was like I was literally so mad that day, and I had yelled at her and whatnot, and eventually my parents did get home. That it was. I'm like, no, she's taking my food, that I waited all year for this food, and she's taking all of it. And it was a big old scene and everything else, and I was so mad at her. I even left the house. It was like, she took it all, and I was so mad that literally at one point in my mind, while she was holding all that food, I'm like, I can't have it. I was so close to like smacking the plate out of her hand, like, if I can't have it, you can't have it either.
I have never heard this story, or if you told me, I've forgotten it.
I was so mad that day. Imagine me leaving the house. I was so mad that day.
I'm gonna wager.
That's how good that food was.
I'm gonna wager. That's probably why I was never. I wouldn't say invited, but that's probably why it was the first and last time I spent any holidays with Leo, because they were probably like, don't bring that one guy who vomits. But man, like I said, like, I genuinely wanted to tell your mom, like, it is not because your food is bad. I want you to know, it is not because of food poisoning, right? It is because it is so good. I just kept putting more and more in my body. So the point where my body was like, bruh, you need to stop.
Your body was like, what are those, not like squirrels or chipmunks? They're like, it's so good, we have to consume all the food and take it back to our lair.
For hibernation?
Yeah. It would make sense for the time frame, since it was like Christmas, like end of the year stuff, winter. So it was like, we must protect this house and get all the food.
Alright. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna say this right now. I am like on the last tier of bugs. If I take, at 30, I take another swig, and it's gonna be a decent swig. Put it this way, if we reach Origins, I will be block-toe. I will be fucking useless. Leo's already carrying right now. He's have to carry even more. Oh my god, but it's pretty funny though that I was waiting.
How many points you have? I'm like, oh god.
I was waiting for fucking Miriam to, like, when she was finally gonna realize it was my birthday.
Yeah.
So Miriam, if you're watching this later, I just want you to know that I'm not mad. I wasn't mad. I just thought it was kind of funny because I was like, oh, you know, we're so good friends. Like, we're such good friends, and it took you like, like heavy
I
into
can't
the
get past
afternoons.
round 23. It's bullshit.
I think it would have if I wasn't drunk.
It's okay.
She put, oh, Jenny put, and happy birthday, Bun. You cannot say the word bun.
She called you a bun?
You can't say pun.
She called you a bun? She has to go up to
Hey,
the
look,
comedian
look.
boy and say,
Look.
you're allowed to say bun.
Look. I have nothing against her. Hold up.
You're like, let
Oh.
me get something to be against
I
her.
have nothing against her. I have nothing against her. She went out with a good friend of mine. They're no longer together. I have nothing against her. Here's the thing. You are not allowed to use that word, Jenny. You can't use that word. You are not a way. You are not a bun. You can't use that word. You can't use that word.
You have to go
That's
to the
Joel's
committee
word.
of the committee of bun in order to use it.
Okay. Let's see, what did I get? I got a gobble gum, but I didn't even know which one I got. Hold up. Oh no, Leo.
What's up?
I got idle eyes. Okay. All right, folks. You think we're done, but we're not done. We got one more. We got 2 more to go. 3 more to go. Hopefully you're hanging in there. Leo. Are you good? You good with food?
Good.
You good? You need a restroom break?
I am good with restroom.
All right. Good with the restroom. Good with the food. Okay.
Okay.
23 was it? 23?
Yes, 23. Just so his brain can survive. This time it'll be, since the rounds are so fast, it'll be from rounds 10 to 30. If we can get between 10 and 30, those will be the 20 rounds of drink. So you know.
I'm confused.
So for Shangri-La, or excuse me, for Shinuma, it was 1 through 20, and then 20 was his cutoff. This time, his cutoff is between round 1 through 10, so round 11 starts to drink, and up until 30, that is when that is his last drink.
So from round 11 to 30, every round I have to take it. Okay. And you want to make sure.
Yeah, so that's.
Oh shit!
What's happening?
My little closet's spinning.
You're what?
My closet's spinning.
Oh,
and no. I hope you're enjoying this, Leo.
That's pretty fun.
Okay, focus. I need to focus for Leo.
Focus.
And I'll laugh if Leo's like, you know what? Samus, even though you're drunk or you're on the verge of being drunk, you're still playing better than most people. You play better than like Eddie or Rapsis.
Wait.
What's up?
We made it together as a team. It wasn't me by myself. It was you and I made it to round 23 as a team. You only died 7 times. I remember someone dying 900 times in 1 round. If you remember back in World at War, where that guy glitched the game and died like over and over again until his counter like glitched out and he got kicked out of the game. So you died 7 times in a single game of 23, where I've noticed people like Evelyn dying 4 times in a single round, or I've died like 3 times in a round, like in the later 20s. It's like, oh god damn it, like I feel the burden of like, oh crap, I'm making other people trying to get me, and like the pressure. But it's like, god damn, we did pretty damn well for that round. And by the way, I did not change my gobble guns. I still have it from my other ones. Damn it.
Oh, you made different gobblegum packs for the maps?
I made different gobblegum packs for packs that don't have Pack-a-Punch.
Okay, see, because the gobblegum pack that I have, which is Mr. Solo Dolo, that's where I go solo. But I've specifically designed it. For Origins. But then after I made it, I was like, we're not even playing Origins. We're playing the swaps.
Yeah.
But I was like, how bad could it be? So I hope when we go to Origins, I still have some of these saved.
No.
I'm like, oh shit.
By the way, excuse me. The thing, the box where guns come out of. And I'm the one not drinking. that's where the guns are open now.
Oh, I took a near-death experience, but I don't know why. My bad. But anyways, so folks, I hope you guys don't believe this is a ruse, and I'm gonna love listening to, because I have a playlist on YouTube, and I have YouTube Red. I can listen to videos offline, and I like to listen to gameplays that I'm in with my friends. You know, I think last time I was at work, I was listening to when me and you were playing. The 4 not the 4-hour one. I was listening to one of us, and then I skipped over to the one where I did like, it was with Marion, but it was like I had just played solo and I had done the Easter egg, so I was like ranting away and she was in it. So I like to listen to this. So I'm probably gonna save this, and probably when I'm listening to this at work, I'm probably gonna cringe. I'm probably gonna be like, oh my god. I want you guys to know this is not fake right now. What's coming out of my mouth hole right now is real. This is like a buzz.
BuzzFeed.
I don't think it's a full-on drunk, but I am curious. I've reached a milestone in my life. I want to get fucking blotto. I want to get blackout drunk. I legitimately want to wake up with a hangover. No, let's strike that.
Wait, you've been drinking water,
save
so
that.
you're good.
No, I'm gonna save that. I'm gonna save that because I have work tomorrow. I'm a professional. I have work in the afternoon tomorrow. I do not want to be useless. But I would like. No, I think I'll be fine. I can work with a hangover. I legitimately, I just once in my life, I legitimately, as people claim, I want to wake up and be like, fuck happened yesterday? I want to get that drunk. I've never gotten shit-faced. I've never gotten that drunk.
Oh, talking about doing that. What's it called? Eddie, I'm not sure if I mentioned this too, but Eddie's having a 4th of July party. This Tuesday, being 4th of July and such. And he's invited me to the thing. And when I was talking with Eddie, what was it, yesterday before I went to sleep? He was talking about his San Francisco job. And in the background I hear Maria. I'm like, oh, he took Maria with him and whatnot to do the whole ordeal. So I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. And I said hi to her and everything. And she's like, are you ready to get drunk on Tuesday? I'm like, you won't get me drunk. You're only gonna get me loud.
I hope you have fun.
It's supposed to be a pool party. So, and it is a great possibility, and I hope he's able to make it because he does have the day off. But hopefully Joel will be able to join us.
I don't think he will.
Damn it! Why do you say such things?
I don't think he will. Hey, I love Joel. I'm not bad mouthing. No, I'm just being real. I don't think he will come. I don't think he will. I don't think he will. Because he told me this in confidence, and I probably shouldn't be saying this. And, well, it's nothing too personal.
Don't worry, some people are listening to this.
But he did say. Yes. When I left, he's like, I'm gonna be honest with you, Hui. Now that you're leaving, I'm probably not gonna see them like very often. I was like, well, why not? He's like, well, the thing is, he's like, I don't have a problem with Leo. Eddie, it's hit or miss. But he's like, you know, and him and Jenny told me this. They told me this in the car across the street from my house the night before I left. They're like, you know, when we go over and stuff, when we hang out, you know, it's because we want to spend time with you.
Very good.
You know, that's why we went to the water park twice. It was just us. You know, and that's why whenever they went to Eddie's, it was because I was also there. You know, not to be mean. I'm not trying to be, you know, braggadocious or nothing. But I'm just being real. This is what they said.
Yeah.
It's because of me. You know, they you know, I was one of the driving forces because you know they just wanted to be around me, and if it meant being around you guys too, like okay, you know they're cool too, but you know, if it wasn't for you, we're probably not gonna see them very often. And I didn't say anything. I never said anything. But notice, I do want to point out that you did tell me like a couple of times. You're like, I haven't seen Joel very often. And in my head, I'm thinking, oh man, it's because Joel even said it. Yeah. He said he wasn't gonna come around once I left.
It is a bit of a drive for him too.
Yeah, and he was hurt. You know, not devastatingly hurt, but he was hurt. He was like, man, we just started hanging out, and now you're gone. I'm like, I'm sorry, man. I gotta do it.
Yeah.
You know, gee. But
fuck! I almost had the monkey spawn in a max ammo. But what's it called? I remember something like this. Well, there was a day where I was taking Eddie to the courthouse too, so he can pick up some things so he can pay off the ticket. And I'm like, oh, where are we going? He's like, oh, we're going near K-Town. I'm like, oh, you think Joel can go with us to go eat at that Japanese food place that we like to eat, where they have the katsu?
Is that the one where, not to cut you off, is that the one where we were with Johnny when we went hiking?
It should have been
that place? Okay. Go on.
And I'm like, oh, it'd be great if Joel can like join us and such, so we can go eat this place. I'm not sure if he's ever eaten there. And he's like, oh, that's a good point. By the way, there's napalm zombie, and this is not fantastic. Watch out. And I'm like, oh, can you call him? Since I was driving at the time. And he's like, yeah, I'll call him. And he calls him 2 times, and Joel doesn't answer. I'm like, oh, that sucks. I'm like, how come he didn't answer? That's weird. And so I go on and I call him. He answers the second time I call him. I'm like, oh, well, like, like, how's it going? Like, we're in the area. I was wondering if you want to go eat and such. And he's like, well, I gotta do this, this, and that. Like, very like, not wanting to go. I'm like, oh, that kind of sucks. But I think Eddie asked him like, oh, where are you right now? Let's talk about it, or let's see what we can do. And we met up near the Bank of America that was close to Jenny's house. I'm not sure if you've ever been to her house, but it's literally the one that's down the block. That's the one where we're at. And so
I've been outside the house, but yeah.
And so we met up there, and like took a little bit of convincing, but I'm like, it'll be really nice to like see you and do this and like go eat for a little bit. It'll be nice. And like in my brain it's like, oh, we finally convinced him. Like, excellent. We're able to like take Hoyle. And just like as an added bonus, so it wasn't like a whole ordeal. Like it was like, I want to pay for Hoyle and Jenny, so they didn't have to waste like a whole lot of money, because that was like another big thing. Hoyle tried to like say like, well, I would like to go, but like I don't have a lot of money. I'm like, don't worry, the food isn't very expensive and whatnot. So he's like, and even Jenny was like fighting the other side. It's like, well, we have a little bit of money, but you have to deposit money right away tomorrow or tonight. I forgot what it was. So I was like, damn it. So I had paid for them, but I have the extra money. Like I had a 50 on me, so it's like it's not a bullet to bite. It's just I can do it. And so like now that you're telling me this, and like since I was with Eddie and Eddie called me twice and he didn't answer, like, ooh, that's making a lot more sense now. It also makes sense why they don't go paintballing anymore.
Okay, I want the record to show. They both have stakes, they both have records, you know, they both have, their point of view. Those are my records, you know. They have their own little, of how they remember it. I am the person of, I don't believe what anybody tells me. Anybody. Unless I see it for myself, I know it to be fact. Other than that, I might believe or I might agree with some people, but if they were like, you know, the court system, if everyone ever asks, do you know for a fact? No, I do not know for a fact. So, you know, if Leo tells me, you know, oh, I ate a DUI today. People ask me, oh, what did Leo today? Well, he says he ate a DUI. Do I know for a fact he didn't know? That's what he said, but I don't know for a fact. That's just me. I learned that from my brother. Don't believe everything people tell you. Unless you see it or hear it for yourself, don't believe everything. Well, anyways. Joel and Eddie have their own, you know, interpretations of each other. They have their own, like, feelings and whatnot. I tend to side with Joel, not 100%, but a big majority, because just by reading him, I can tell he's a very honest person. And so is Eddie. I feel Eddie doesn't lie very often, but he has this thing called revisionist. He remembers things a certain way. And you know this, because I think he had told you too. Joel was really ticked off when I think he was invited, and they had plans, but the point is, he was invited. Oh, I just got the fucking wonder weapon.
Nice.
He was invited, and Eddie was like, hey, you know what, like, come over, we're gonna have a, you know, we're just all gonna swim and hang out and have a good time. And if you remember, they were both not working, so how they were paying for things is, you know, I think Jenny was using her mom's EBT card or whatnot, so, you know, but anyways, point is, Eddie left. We were all hungry, and Eddie left to go get tacos with a friend of his.
Yeah, with Dennis.
And Joel was legitimately, and Eddie, if you're hearing this, if you're watching this, I doubt it, but if you are, what's the time marker at? What's the time at?
You have 8 minutes into a big swig.
No. I was displaying in the comments to be able to tell me what time in the video. But anyways,
don't worry, we've been going for about an hour.
Round 8 on Shangri-La. So if you're watching, you know,
we've been going for an hour, because I remember the 30 minutes was supposed to be at 3 o'clock, and then you took it at 3:09, and so it has now been an hour.
Alright. So anyways, Joel was like, what the fuck? We just came over here to hang out with you, hang out with friends, and now you're leaving us to go get something to eat. And Eddie's gonna be like, well, I invited you guys. Like, that's not the point. They came to see you, and you left us. And Joel took, I mean, I don't give a fuck, because I'm like, yeah, whatever, you know. Not to say that we're not good friends, Eddie. You know, one time we were as thick as thieves, you know. And now, I mean, hey, I would still consider you a good friend. If you needed help, I'd help you. You know, you needed someone to confide in, you know, I'm here for you. You know, there's some things that you told me that I haven't told Leo. You know, and I'm not gonna say if they're big or major points. The point is, you know, small or big or whatever points. You know. But anyways, what I'm trying to say is, I didn't care because I'm like, yeah, he does that. It's in his nature. Leo didn't really care because Leo's very carefree. He don't really give a fuck. Leo's always in his own world. You tell him like something, he's like, oh, okay, I'll go do something else. Brushes it off, you know. Literally, like, if the building was burning down and Leo was playing cards and you're like, Leo, the building's burning down, he'd be like, well, I guess it's gonna be the last hand then. That's his fucking reaction to it. Like, you know, he doesn't sweat anything. So we knew it. We were like, ah, yeah. But Joel legitimately got upset, and he took it as disrespect. He's like, we came to see you, and you're abandoning us for another fucking friend who just wants to go get some fucking tacos. And ever since that day, Joel has not. That is why he was like, you know what, fuck this guy. In the sense of, the next time he invites us out, I might have to think about it. You know? So Eddie, yes, Joel may like you as a friend and all this stuff, and he may still be a friend to you, but you ain't never gonna be as close to him as I am to him, because of that one incident. Because he wasted gas. He drove all the way out there. I think he was gonna spend money, or he did spend money when he didn't have, and you just up and left.
Question. Did we do anything after that, or did we just separate?
No, I recall we were talking for a bit, and I think you left home because you were like, oh, well, it's my cue to go home, and I'm hungry anyways, and you know, you did your own thing. And I forgot what we did.
Crap, I didn't offer?
Oh, no, I remember that night. We went to go get some McDonald's, and then we went to the park, and we were just all like shooting the breeze, hanging out at the park for a little bit while longer. And you know, and again, Joel was like, the fuck? You don't do friends like that. I'm like, that's fucked up. And I was like, yeah,
I hate
you know
to make
what?
it about me at this point. What's it called? Did Joel like ask like, oh, can we like go with Leo or do something there or do this and that, or he was just like mad about the Eddie situation?
I was ticked off. Well, I think he had asked like if we could go with you, and I had said, well, I don't think Leo's gonna say no to us. Granted, this was probably at the time when you were probably not at your best, and I'm just gonna leave it at that. You know what I mean when I say that.
Yeah, that's why I was wondering if
I'm not gonna dive into it. But I remember saying like, you know what? If we go, you know, we're gonna play games. You know, he'll let us. We'll be playing games. He'll want to play games with us. But that's about it. And Joel was like that's it. I'm like, yeah, like that's the thing with Leo. Like he invites us over. You know, he has a bunch of games, and he'll want us all to participate and be a part of it, or watch a movie maybe. But you know, that's really about it. We're just gonna be hanging out in his room, and he was just like, nah. I guess at the moment it didn't seem appealing to him.
Yeah.
But I did.
Like compared to
tell
the
him,
pool with Eddie, like I don't have a lot.
Yeah.
We could have gone somewhere
Yeah.
in theory. Like we could have taken the truck and gone bowling. Like depending on how money was.
But
then.
yeah,
But,
no,
like, we could've done something else.
no, exactly. I think money might have been an issue, or not an issue, but it was like, you know, probably didn't have that much, and he didn't want you to spend a lot of it, or you probably didn't even have, you know, at the time money to spare, or you know, let's be real, like, you know, money to just, you know, spend on all of us, you know, like. So like, whatever. But the point is, that moment stuck with him. He was just like, you know what? All right, I'm gonna remember this. And I remember his exact words were, the next time he invites me over, I'm gonna tell him no.
Damn.
Because of that moment. And even Jenny was, you know, Jenny was very fiery about it too. She was like, the fuck, dude? Like, you just left us for someone else.
And what really sucked is like the last couple times we were there until late. Like it was the AM. It was like really late at night. This time it was like the sun was still out. It was like sunsetting.
It was like 6 p.m. It was 5 p.m.
Exactly,
It was like, you know, it was early. It was early-ish, but it was like, what the fuck, dude? Like, And I think we had all met up there around 2 o'clock. So bear in mind, we probably only swam for 3-4 hours.
Compared to like the day-long funness.
You know, but and I digress. Point is, you know, they still went paintballing afterwards. You know, Joel's not a fucking asshole. He disowns people. But, you know, truth be told, he was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You know, like, you left us for another friend. That's rude. If you're the host, you don't leave.
Yeah.
You know, Leo's never done that. You know, Leo's never fucking been like, hey, you know what? A friend called me, so I'm gonna go hang out with them. No,
yeah,
never
funny
done
enough,
that.
whenever like someone wants to like come on over, I'm like, well, I have people over. Like, if you want to come over, you're more than glad to.
Yeah,
come
exactly.
over and hang out
Leo
with
will offer them and be like, well, I already have people over, so if you want to, you know, because Leo, it's kind of like that thing of, you know, mixing and stuff. And Leo, some people probably don't want to do that, or probably are like, nah, I don't want to do that, or whatever. But Leo is just the type of person of, I don't, you know, there's no cliques, there's no bad blood. You know, if you're a friend of mine, you can hang out with other friends of mine. So,
you know what's
it's
a
like,
really funny story about that? You remember the girl Tanya who came with us, right, to the beach?
Hold on, it's around 11. I'm gonna take a swig.
Oh, this is right. Yeah, funny enough, it is 1 round away from the 30-minute swig.
Okay, go on.
All right. So to touch on that, what you're saying, my friend Tanya, who had came to the beach with us, I told her, oh, like that day, like, because I think you and Eddie both called me, like, oh, we're gonna go to the beach and Joel's going. I'm like, no way, I would like to meet Joel. And like, of course, prior to that, I've only spoken to him online. I've known Joel since World at War. I can even tell you the map. We played World at War on Dome. On World at War, and that's when I first met him back in 2008. I'm like, oh, this is cool. Like, Eddie, this is your friend Joel. Like, nice to meet you. And it was magic since then. But basically, being 2016 back in June, it was like, oh, perfect. This is gonna be the first time in 8 years I've ever met Joel. Like, I can't miss this. And my friend Tanya and I were gonna hang out that day. I think we were supposed to do.
Gotta take another swig.
A movie, and I told her like, well, this is the first time I'm gonna meet my friend Joel. I know we're supposed to hang out and such, but I would really like to go and see them. And it's the beach. Like, well, what's the worst that could happen? And she told me after the fact, she was very nervous about meeting my friends, and she was like, maybe they're a bad crowd, maybe this, and that. And then she realized like, well, it's Leo. Like the reason why he's friends with these people is because they're good people. And like after like meeting everybody and like I think she became good friends with Jen. Like they talk with each other on Facebook and whatnot. And she was like, oh wow, these people are actually really cool. They're not like they're like either similar to Leo or like they're this and that like I was. So it's like, oh, this works out perfect. So she like you were saying, like mixing people, like, oh, this worked out well in the end.
And as I recall, they didn't have a negative thing to say about her. We liked her, you know, a little shy, but it's because, you know, she just met us.
Yeah.
But, you know, when we were all playing volleyball and moving around in the sand, you know, I feel like she was participating. You know, I was even kind of acting a goof. I was like falling in the sand, like, oh, and I was like, I felt comfortable enough to be myself. I wasn't, you know, anything. Yeah. And yeah, she was a good person to be around. I'm pretty sure the Dine and Dash might have left an impression on her, or like of what they were.
She even asked me like, "Are you mad?" And I'm like, it happened. Like this is the first time experiencing this with somebody. But it's like, I forgot the exact words I said, but I was like, I think I said I was disappointed in Joel. That's like, yeah. I think that's the worst thing I've ever said about Joel. I was disappointed about like what he had done. I'm like, well, if you really needed the money, you could have asked me. Like I was already low with money, but it was like, well, if you really needed it, like I would have told him like, yeah, I'll see what I can scrounge up. It was like,
no, I don't think it was the money issue. No, I want to clarify. I want to clear this up for the record.
But if that was it though, I was like, yeah, I could have. I know like he was mad about the waiter being like a dick to you and Eddie about the food, and basically leaving it out on the shelf, like not even bringing it to you and trying to save face. So it was like, I was a little bit disappointed about that. Like
it's a bad impression
to like do the act basically, like,
Yeah.
I've never seen anybody do it before. Like it's not like, and he's like, what's that? What the fuck's the term?
Dine and dash.
Dine and dash, and he's the one drinking. But it was like, I was like a bit disappointed that Hoyle didn't do it. But it's not like that like taints him. It's not. It's like, imagine a brand new white shirt and there's a little black dot on it. It's not my focus on the shirt. I'm focused on the white on the shirt. Like, Hoyle is still a great guy and whatnot, and he's done his best in this last year to be a great father to his 4, 5-year-old son. So it's like, he does the best that he can. But
I want the record to show, though. What I want to know who's listening to this, and or even for Leo's gratification, maybe he might know this already, but I just want to say it.
Yeah,
it was not because he could not afford it. He was gonna pay. He was able to pay. But because they had shunned me, they had shunned Eddie, they had disrespected us, and I think towards the end they started getting smart mouth with him and Jenny. They were just like, what the fuck? Like, not even good service, you're being smart mouth to me and my friends? Fuck you, we're not gonna pay. I think Joe looked at it as, I have money to pay, I can be broke and pay, or I can save some money because you're a fucking twat. Why am I gonna pay you for being a fucking twat?
Yeah, honestly, like imagine this. In the group, like, there were 6 of us, and all of us got our food in this order. Joel and Jenny got their food first. It's like, right? They got their food. I got my food, and then Tanya got her food. And then following that, we asked, where's our friend's food? And the lady's like, nowhere to be found, because apparently she's waiting all these other tables. We had to go to, like, the nice dressed lady, which is, in my mind, is the manager. And it's like, well, we haven't gotten our food. Like I literally said it like that, if I remember correctly. Like, we haven't gotten our food. Like, what's going on? And then I look on over. I'm like, there's 2 plates right there on the counter. And it's like, like, is that our food over there in the counter that's been waiting for the last 5 minutes? Because I noticed it, but I thought it was for somebody else. Like, is that our food? And she looks over like, yeah, it's your food. I'm like, well, what the fuck?
And I want the record to show, not that it's important, but I think me and Eddie ordered first. We were one of the very first people to order the food.
I know me and Tanya ordered last, just to, like, show a perspective.
And we were still waiting.
By the way, I have one viewer, and it's from Hoyle. He says, "This is amazing. I love you guys," with a heart.
Thank you, Hoyle. You can hear me if you're watching at least Leo stream. Thank you. You know I love you, no matter what. True friend, always. You know I'll do anything for you and your new girlfriend, Vanessa. I don't even know her, but the fact that she's going out with you, I'll do anything for her. But anyways, we were waiting. We ordered food. And he's more patient than I am. It's Pack-a-Punch, by the way. I don't know if you heard me. It's Pack-a-Punch. Can you upgrade this gun?
Oh,
and
go for it.
I'm standing on. Yeah, and Eddie was like, where the fuck is our food? And he initially complained because some people would be like, hey, what the fuck, like, because we ordered first, then
right, go for it.
Joel and Jenny ordered first, and then Leo and Tanya ordered, and then whatever. We were waiting, we're talking, we're chewing the fat. Then all of a sudden, Joel and Jenny get their food, I think. Then Leo and Tanya get their food.
They finished their food before.
And it literally got to the point where they were like done. I want to even give them the benefit of the doubt. And they weren't done, but they were eating and enjoying their meal. And me and they looked at each other. We're like, all we have is our fucking and our drinks. Even the drinks. Like, we got them, but we had to wait a while just to get the fucking drinks. And we're just like, at what point are we gonna eat?
Yeah.
And then I think Leo or Joe would like turn to the counter and they're like, I think that's your guys' food just sitting there. And Leo told cause I think the girl walked by like, oh, is everything okay for you guys? And Leo was like, well, my friends have ordered their food and they're still waiting. And again, it wasn't even the waitress that took our order, it was someone else.
Yeah, it was the manager.
Oh god. I'm gonna take another big swig because I wasn't taking swigs for 12, 13, 14. I'm gonna take a big swig for 15. And so he said, you know, where's our friend's food? Or this, you know, all this other stuff. I don't know verbatim what he said. And it's not because I'm drunk, it's just because I don't fucking dwell on that day.
It was also like a year ago.
But, you know, we're like, what the fuck? It's taking our food. And then the waitress who took our food, Asian bitch.
Yep.
Not discriminating against Asians who are white. That's all I can do. I can't even fucking say the word. Because the waitress who talked to us is, she wasn't Asian. She was another descent. God, for the cheap seats, here's what we ordered. And we said it again. And then she tries to go into this jargon with us. She sits down at the table. She legitimately sat down at the table and was like, how you guys doing? How's your night going? And we're just like, oh,
what do you
great.
guys do for a living?
And she said, what do you guys do for a living?
What was great is that I didn't even speak for... I don't think anybody spoke. I think maybe Joel said something, but if my memory serves me right, it goes, I think you spoke for everybody. Like, oh yeah, we do this, we do that, and I think she looked at me like, oh, what do you do? And you spoke for him. He's like, oh, he owns a company. And she's like, oh, like, where's our food?
I am a very cruel tactical wordsmith, meaning I can really blister your ass. And if you don't believe me, ask Leo right now. Or Leo, can I really blister someone's ass with just my fucking words verbatim?
I remember this time. There was a chick that used to play with us about a year ago, and there was one point where she said some words to Jose, and I told her, show your mouth, you're not gonna win this. And she's like, excuse me? I'm like, just do it. And she said another comment. I'm like, you done did it. And Jose, very smug, says, what do you mean, Leo? I'm not good with words. And it led to a 30-minute ordeal, and she was then known as the nose jobber because Jose really played it on her. And by the way, Joel says that he is going to leave because he is off break now, but he enjoyed our little ordeal. And Joel, if you're still on here, you can watch this on YouTube, either my stream or Jose's stream, and I'll link it to you on Face of the Book so you can watch the whole ordeal if you want to listen to the stuff that we talked to prior about this.
Alright, so, anyway, okay, so he backed it up. Other people have, Miriam, Eddie, other people have backed this up. Hey, and I'm not taking pride in it. I'm not like, oh, I'm a fucking asshole. I'm just saying, you want to spit some? I think one time, and it was, no, this was when I was in Texas, I got a call, and I'm like, hey, what's up, Leo? And they're like, wait, I think you guys were eating somewhere, like, this lady just did this to us. What should we say? What would be a good comeback? And I was like, well, what did she say? And then, you know, I said it, and then they were fucking laughing because they're like, oh my god, if only you were here. You know, I can be a very, very cruel verbal tactician. But anyways, so she comes in, and at the time, and I'm gonna be honest, I'm a fucking honest guy. If I'm lying, call me out on the line, whatever. Point is, at the time I wasn't working. At the time Joe wasn't working. I think Eddie might have been working.
I do remember that.
But we had jobs. You know, I had worked security. Joel had worked before, and Eddie had worked before in solid security systems. The point is, we had to work. At that time, we weren't working. We were looking for work because it's hard to make it in California. But anyways, she tried being lippy, and I'm sorry to people who are listening and watch. If you're a fucking waitress, I understand. It's the one job any woman can get. You know, to put herself through school or whatnot, but at the same time, that does not give you much leverage nor the high ground to try to dissect and diminish anybody else, because at the end of the fucking day, waitresses get paid $3 an hour, which sucks, and they have to split their tips, so they really live off their tips. So again, I sympathize, but if you're gonna be a cunt muscle about it, you are no one to fucking look down, because you are the lowest one on the food chain. Now, at the time, we weren't working, and she sit down, and she said it in a snooty fucking way. Like, oh, what do you guys do for a living? And in the sense of we were berating her, or how dare we call out her questionable waitressing skills. So I had said, well, I work security, which was not true at the moment, but I had done security with Leo. Did I not work security?
Oh yeah.
So I was like, I work in security. This friend of mine right here, Eddie, I was like, he works installing for ADT. He installs security cameras, and they're just like, oh. And for Joel, I think I had said like I think I might have fabricated it just a tad, because he ended up becoming a security officer, whatever you want to call it.
First class.
But I was like, but he also works security. And then she's like, oh wow, and I was like, yeah, and I think not to be a dick, I'd also thrown out like, yeah, we make about $13 an hour. I had thrown out the hourly pay, uncalled for. And then when she looked at Leo, who had said nothing, she tries to, like, I guess, come at him and like, oh, how much what do you do? And I was like, oh, you're talking to El Principal? You're talking to the guy who inherited a company. He manages a company. And she's like, oh, wow. And I was just like, thinking to myself, you're trying to look down upon us, and you fucking are a waitress at fucking Denny's? Really?
Yep, it was Denny's.
Elaborate furthermore while I take a piss, Leo.
So basically, it went off like that. There was literally a point where I was either halfway done with my meal, or, what's it called? I know for sure Jenny and Joel were both done with their meal. And Jose and Eddie, like Jose was saying earlier, he wasn't working at that moment, so Eddie's like, you know what? I know you're hungry, I'm hungry too, like, and Leo's already paying for Tanya's like, I'll pay for your meal. It's like, it's fine. And they had done that, like, so of course Eddie was also mad because, like, not only was he paying for 2 meals, it's like both of those meals that he's paying for are not even at the table. It's not like, oh, Jose got his meal but Eddie didn't get his meal, or like it was a weird factor, like the meals that he's paying for is like they're not even here. So what the hell is going on with this? And then basically when I was just for like reference, I had a country fried steak with the mashed potatoes and whatnot. Bring it back to the mashed potatoes, super good. It was like I was either a third of the way, it was gone, or it was like halfway and it was already done. It was like they barely got their food. I think Jose and Eddie both got a burger or something of that fashion. But it was like, I can't believe it took this long to make. Like, imagine a steak versus a burger. A burger should be done a lot faster than a steak. And of course, Jenny and Joel got something fast because they got breakfast type food, if I remember correctly. I know they both got eggs and hash browns as like something to go with. But I'm like, I went with this, and Tanya went with that. So it was like dinnery stuff. So of course ours would have taken the longest in theory, since one pairing got breakfast, one pairing got a lunch meal, and the other pairing got a dinner. So ours, by all means, should have been last, but we got our second compared to the lunch pairing. And so this lady goes off, is like blah 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 blah, and she's like, "Oh, are you guys gonna leave tip?" As me and Eddie go out to pay, because of course I'm paying for Tanya and and Eddie's paying for Jose. And then I'm like, I'll just write it on the thing. And I think just to be like I think I wrote $1 for tip. I'm like, that's all I'm giving her. Like, Eddie, you don't give her $1? She's like, yeah. I'm like, oh, okay. Most likely, we'll give her $1 as well. And then we do her ordeal. I send my thing, and we're leaving. I give Eddie a hug. I'm like, oh, okay, and whatnot. And just as that, the lady was like, you're not paying for your food. You're not paying for your food. I'm like, I have my credit card right here where I just paid, and I also have my receipt. What are you talking about? And then she's like, well, where are your friends? I'm like, what do you mean? My friend is right here. And he's like, but the other person, the other ones. I'm like, you gotta be more specific, man. Like, the other two who didn't pay, like, I just told you we both paid. It's like, but they're doing the thing like, well, I don't know what to tell you. She's like, well, you gotta call them back. I'm like, call them back? Like, I just met them today. I don't have their phone numbers. He's like, but yeah, I met them at the beach today and we came to go eat. She's like, but like, and Eddie's like, well, see ya. Since he already had paid, I'm like, alright. And I was getting into my truck, and her and the manager like, blah blah blah, they're not allowed here no more. And she's like, well, I'm gonna have to write down your license plate. I'm like, alright, do that as I'm getting ready to drive, because with me personally, I like to connect my phone so it's charging. I like to put on my music, so Spotify, and then I put on my driving gloves. So it's like all the stuff is being done. So it's like, oh yeah, they had their time to do that, and like, see ya. Eddie called me. He's like, we're meeting up at this parking lot so we can all talk. I'm like, all right. But in the little drive, Tani's like, you're mad, aren't you? I'm like, we'll see right now. But as we kept on going, it's like with me with anger, it's like it's there until I talk to the person again. If I see the person, I'm still mad. I'm like, all right. But if they make the first move to talk to me, like I might reciprocate and talk with them back. Unless I'm really mad, I'm like, I'll say, hey, what's up, and then continue doing my thing. But so it was like, yeah, it was fine. Everything was good, and the drive back was like, it took a little bit since we're somewhere, and it was like an hour drive. So it was like, I was literally just cruising. I was like, and I was like, are you still mad? I'm like, nah, I just wanted to cruise. So like, if there is any anger, honestly, like it'll go away by the time we get home.
Here's the thing, and I want to say this right now. There's probably no point. It could be the alcohol talking. One lets us know. There's very few people who I would put my hands on fire for, in the sense of I stand by them or whatever. Joel is one of those people. You know what, Eddie? I wish I could say this to you right now. There's definitely a rift, there's definitely a change, but I don't want you to think, if you're watching this, I don't want you to think that you have gone down. You know, if you were ever truly in a bind, in a pickle, I would be there for you in the same way. And as for Leo, we've had our ups and downs. We've had our miscommunications. And there were times where you fucking pissed me off. You made me live it. And hey, I'm pretty sure I pissed you off too. You know, it's not just one-sided. But at the end of the day, I know deep down inside, I know.
Profit sharing, by the way.
It's probably I deserve it in some degree. I do. But at the end of the day, you mess with Leo. Oh, jeez, oh, you're gonna have to fuck with me too then.
What event was it? Something had happened. Yes, this is what had happened. To defend Jose's point, and this was like in the middle point. This was probably like at our peak of friendship. It was like perfect. Like we're like the bee's knees. But there was one point where I'm like, oh, Jose, we like to go play basketball with some of my high school friends. We're like, yeah, we'll go. And this was
I know the story. Continue.
My friend Oscar should have had the Honda Civic with him, so a 4-door, and it should have been 2011, maybe 2010. One of those 2 years.
11 or 10, yeah, 11 or 10.
It should have been one of those 2 years.
Probably 10, but yeah.
And so we went to go play basketball, and we were doing a whole deal. Like me, I'm not the greatest. I'm not Michael Jordan or anything. Like I've been called a good defender, so I'm like, oh, that's cool. That's something I could do. But back then it was just like
his brother would play hard D, and that's why he got it, because his brother was like, I'm gonna play you some hard D, so in the future you'll know what to expect, and you'll be better at, you know, when they try to D you up, you will know exactly how to, like, you know, counteract them. You'll be conditioned to it.
And so what's it called? I don't talk to the guy anymore, but his name was Howard. I still remember his name. I have known him from since 3rd grade.
Javier?
How Ove? And what's it called? It's not a hard name, or it's not an easy name to forget. It's so unique. No one I've ever met since then has ever had his name. So it's like, it's not like a dick move. Like, I don't remember you. It's like, oh yeah, I know you. Like, you have the most unique name out of like the friends I've ever met, like in early life. So it's like, yeah, that makes sense. It's like Howard or like Jovan. I've never met a Jovan since then. So it's like, yeah, I know of a Jovan. It's like, yeah, I know those people and whatnot. And so from there, I went to go do something with Oscar that was in his car, and then Jose was chilling with the group, and this is where Jose would take over from the thing because I was not personally there, so I can't really remember.
This fucking guy decided to run his dick like, cause I don't know, I remember correctly. Keep in mind. Now, Leo, I don't know, for clarification, did you know this guy very well? Do you consider him a close friend? Do you consider Oscar or even Matt at the time? Did you consider this person as a good friend?
at that time, he was just like, it was like classmates. Like, yeah, I've known him since first grade.
Acquaintance.
But it wasn't like
acquaintance.
Oh, like he's been invited to my house a couple times. Of course, we're doing basketball and whatnot. But it was like, yeah, it was fun hanging out with him.
Okay. So at the time, this is you want to fucking be stupid about her. Just to give you just understand, I was in the honeymoon phase with Leo, in the sense of almost every weekend I was going over, and we're hanging out, sleeping over, all that stuff. Anyways, point is, Leo says, "Hey, Huey, I'm gonna go get some." I think it was Carl's Jr. or something. He goes, "You wanna get some food after this?" You know, my parents.
That's how it was.
They'll bring us food. They'll bring us food. Does his dad or his mom will legitimately walk into the room?
I literally said this phrase, and it may have been misconstrued to others, because it very well could have been misconstrued to others, because the way I said it, and Jose, of course, he was coming over, like, he knew what I meant, and he knew it wasn't gonna be this word. But I said, "Hoy, we had a fun day. Like, let's go have us a grand feast." Our grand feast as 16 and 18-year-olds was 2 large pizzas with 2-liter sodas with whatever ordeal was next after that. Either chicken kickers or breadsticks, or if he wanted wings.
And I want to clarify. We did it for a short span of time, maybe 3-4 months, but every time there was a pay-per-view, guess what? I would come and he would come. I'd go to his house, we would watch the pay-per-view. You know, he paid for the pay-per-view, obviously, or his folks, whatever you want to call it. But when we ordered the food, we split it, and my God, one time the guy wouldn't even take our money. I think it was like we both had like a 50 or we had like $60, and the guy was like, "I can't give you guys change." We're like, "Fuck, you can't give us change." He's like, "Yeah, like," or it was something ridiculous where he couldn't give us change. And it was literally like, "We have the money to pay you, but you don't have the money to give us back the change."
Yeah.
Because we would like, order the fucking food, because again, we're both chipping in, and we ain't no fucking. Back then we weren't no fucking scrubs. I mean, at the time I was working, and whether if Leo came for money or if Leo had money, doesn't matter. Point is, we had the money.
An allowance. So we
it doesn't. Again, doesn't fucking matter. The point is, we had the money. And we're like, hey, we're gonna drop 50, like fucking large, $50 bones on a fucking like feast of pizza. We're gonna fucking do it.
And granted, not only was it a feast of pizza, it was also like
wings, soda. Come on now, Cinesticks.
Not only that, like, I don't have Chinese in my blood. I have Japanese in my blood. But I like to say that Asian people like to They like to take care of their money. They don't want to spend like all of it. But it was like, in my mind, like thinking about stuff I know now, it was like I got the maximum, of course. God damn it. Sorry, man. But the baller in me was like, let's get all the food so we can have a good time. But the Asian in me was like, we gotta look at coupons. So I'm like, all right, we're looking at all the deals, and like I was saying, like me and Jose looked at all the deals. Like, this deal fits our ordeal. Perfect.
Yeah.
We can do this.
But so for the record, we were balling at that time, cause I was working on the weekends. I had my money saved up because I was working with my dad at the time. The point is, we had the money. So when it came to ordering food, we were dropping like minimum 30.
Minimum 30.
Minimum.
Food from Domino's is quite expensive. By the way, there's a bucket over here.
Sometimes we will pick it up. But real talk, if we're in right now we're playing zombies, we're in a mid session, like a mean session.
This was when Black Ops was the ordeal, and not only was Black Ops there, we also had all 4 maps from World at War on there. So like, we got all the maps.
We had the zombie session, like I said, there's a pay-per-view, and this is back before the fucking pre-show and all that other. Anyways, point is, we had the fucking money. It wasn't a fact of not having the money. We had the money. We even at one time, we did it one time only. We ordered the 50 or 40 piece fucking boneless chicken because we're like, might as well. And at first we thought, oh, they fucking duped us. There's another pizza box. We put it up. I was like, holy shit. It's full of fucking.
It's full of nuggets.
So, anyways, point is, bring it back to the original core of the story. He said, hey, after we're done playing this basketball, you're going to go have a feast. I think he had left to go take a phone call, or he had walked Matt to the car. God knows what Matt wanted to fucking do. Maybe Matt wanted to suck Leo's dick. Who knows? Any point is, Leo wasn't there, right?
It's possible I went with Oscar to his house to like ask him, oh,
Oscar,
do you want to do anything like or whatnot?
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, man. You probably weren't sucking Leo's dick that day. It must have been another day. Point is, okay, for the record, I want to be straight. I was there. I think Eddie might have been there, maybe, but not even 100% sure. So I'm just right there, you know, chilling. And this fucking, what's his name again?
Halvin.
I'll call him Javier. I'll just call him Javier.
It does not help. I will defend his point. It does not help that I gave him a really bad nickname.
So he
was
fucking
probably really mad about that.
He says to the, I think Eddie might have been there. No, hold up. I think Eddie might have been there.
I know it was at least 10 of us.
But Eddie didn't know. He didn't understand the content, or he was like whatever. Cause you know Eddie was no broke bitch. You know, fuck Eddie ain't fucking starving apparently. This will put the context of the story. The point is, Eddie was like whatever. Didn't fucking even raise an eyebrow. Didn't furrow his brow. Anything. This fucking
guy,
you know, Make-A-Wish kid over here was like, oh, this guy, they're gonna go out feast and they don't even invite us. Like, that's kind of rude. And I looked at him, and I mean, the second he said, I fucking did the snap like look like, did you just fucking disparage? Are you trying to talk down my friend in front of me with my friend like behind his back? And he was just like, yeah, I mean, that's kind of fucked up. If you're gonna go have a feast, at least invite us. Like, that's kind of fucked up. And he started going on a little tirade, and I was just like, and I fucking looked at him, and I was fucking livid. And you know, whoever was still there on the field, I don't think that was the time where Ivan and my cousin Danny went. I don't think it was even my brother. It
might have been.
I don't even. No. I don't think it was that time. I don't think it was. I think it was. I think it was just a time where Matt and, you know, Oscar and that one guy. But anyways, point is, he fucking made that comment like something like, you know, like a real friend, or like a real gentleman, or a real fucking, whatever the point is. He was like, he would have invited us, or like, he should invite us to eat that, or whatever. And I was just, and I looked at him, and I had said a comment, God, do I wish I remember the comment. But I called him out on it, and I was like, you know, I think he had said like, oh, like, why doesn't he invite us? And I was just like, and where's your money? Like, well, what are you pitching into this shit? And he was just like, oh, no, I'm just saying, you know, like, kind of fucked up, you know, like, you know, you can go eat and shit. They're gonna go eat right now and have a nice feast.
The monster. I've become the monster that led you to your doom. No.
Anyways, hold up. So he had said like, the fuck, like, you know, like, why doesn't he invite us? And I was like, who is you? Like, you broke son of a bitch? Like, who is you? I don't even know you. And what bothered me was the fact that he was talking shit about my friend behind his back as soon as Leo left.
Literally 50 or 100 feet away.
That fucking dick licker started, you know, and I was just like, really? And what's funny is and Leo can verify. As soon as Leo came back, I'm like, hey, Leo, this guy over here had some choice words to say about you. And Leo was like, really? This guy? And I was like, yeah. And when I told him, he was like, that's weird. Like, and at the time, you know, like I said, Leo was like, the fuck? Like, why would this guy say this shit about me? And like, what the fuck? Like, yeah. To him, he was genuinely like, what? I didn't think he was like that. And when I told Johnny about it, this is before me and Johnny were even tight. When Leo told Johnny, when I told Johnny, when Johnny heard the story, he was like, man, fuck that guy. He said the same thing. You know, because he tried saying like, oh, you know, that fucking little rich kid, they're gonna go eat. And I was like, bitch, like, you're not even contributing. We're gonna feed all you guys. Me and Leo are gonna feed all you guys. The only person we've ever fed was Eddie, and I'm sorry, Mr. Javier, whatever your fucking name is, you were not on Eddie's level. Okay? So when I told Leo, I was like, hey Leo, that fucking guy right there, he was running his damn dick licker about the whole fucking thing. And when I told Leo, he was just like, oh, damn, that's unfortunate. He's been to my house. I go, he's not going to be at my house anymore? And I was like, yeah.
That would be great if I actually did say that.
No, you said that. You did. You were like, well, I'm not gonna invite him anymore. Like, what the fuck? Because you were legitimately like
literally,
you were like,
when you had
why
told
would
me
he
that,
say this?
Now that I remember, like, he did get blacklisted after that. I never talked to him ever again.
And Leo was like,
I saw him in a party in 2012 and like, hey, how's it going? And then he's like, oh yeah, like, hi. Like, oh, okay.
And
still like that then.
And look,
he's still bitter.
And if people listen to this are like, oh, you know, like it's common courtesy to invite people or don't say it out loud. Doesn't matter. Doesn't fucking matter. Okay? Leo said that because guess what? Who was at least at the very least at that time? Who was his fucking tight friend? Aside from Oscar, me. Who was spending the night that weekend?
Not only that,
me.
If to put it like in more context, is like it was me and Jose walking forward. It was him and I walking to the benches. Like, we're gonna have ourselves a grand feast. I might have turned towards Jose and my voice projected towards them, but they were behind us.
And it wasn't exactly. It wasn't even that he announced it to everyone. Like, he fucking said it to me, and the fucking little son of a bitch happened to be like, you know, in earshot, and heard it and was like, ugh, can't believe they're not even gonna invite us. Like, bitch. And if you want to be even real more technical, I think he was on the enemy team. It's like, first of all, whether we won or lost, which I don't remember, it's like, first of all, bitch, you're on the other team. Why would we invite you to our house to have some food if you were on the opposing team? But I fucking looked at him and I kept mad dogging him. And when I told Leo, he wouldn't even, you know, Leo wasn't mad dogging, but he was just like, the fuck? Like, cause he felt like, what the fuck? Like, this guy, you know, come over. And then afterwards, like, I was like, all right, Leo, you know, and we said goodbyes and parted ways. Like, I shunned him. I legit was like, I walked away, I was dribbling the balls, like, I'm gonna shake your fucking hand, you know. And I think Matt might have made a comment like, oh yeah, he felt kind of like shunned a bit by you and Leo, and I was like, oh, did he? I will fucking bring him right now so I can put him in front of Leo. And I think I wanted to scrap with him right then and there, but Leo was like, hey, you know, whatever, man, don't even trip, it ain't even about that, you know. Leo's a bigger person, and he was like, hey, don't even trip about that. Like,
yeah, because obviously we're speaking to Javier right now, and that's how important he was, apparently. Freaking Javier Banderas over there.
You are not even a pimple on my ass. You are not even a pimple on my ass. You know?
He's but dust in the wind.
And hey, you know what? You know what? We're gonna roast people. And before we start up Origins, I gotta take another piss. I wonder why. But on the record show, Matt, I ain't got nothing against you. You know, I ain't got nothing against you. But I always got this impression that you thought your shit didn't stink. You thought very highly of yourself, which hey, it's good to have a good confidence, self-esteem, and whatnot. I may be a little, you know, buzzed, drunk at the moment. I may not remember the right verbiage, you know, verbatim. I know he had some choice comments to say about Leo. And I called, and I did. Matt, have you ever watched this? Leo, fucking tell Matt to watch this video. You called him out. You did. You did call him out. You made some comments about Leo, and I looked at you. We were in Leo's room, and I looked at you. And I told you, you better watch what you fucking say. And Matt was like, he looked at me, and I was like, because if you keep going, when Leo comes, I'm not telling him what you're saying. And if what you're saying is wrong, we're gonna take it out. We're gonna take it to the because back then Leo had a backyard. I was like, we're gonna take it to the backyard. And he was like, you know, he was like, nah, you know, I'm trying to fucking backpedal and whatever. So I want the record to show. At the time, I was like, nah. You guys want, like, with any of my friends, you want to talk behind their back? Don't do it to me, because I'll hear it. And I'll fucking call you on it, and I'll be like, oh, was that so? And I'll fucking put you on the spot. That fucking Javier guy, that's what I'm calling him. I wanted to take him right there. I wanted to take him right there on the basketball court. But Leo, and I will say this, Leo did talk me out of it. Leo was like, nah, it ain't even worth it. Don't even, like, whatever. Thanks for telling me. Thanks for having my back. It ain't even worth it. But Leo knows I wanted to scrap with them right then and there.
Yeah, I think another thing I was going off of was like, there's a stupid law if there's an adult fighting with a minor, because Jose was 18 and we're all 16. It was like, he's gonna try to do something, especially if he's half as smart and he knows about law stuff. He's like, he'll probably try to play it off on you, and I don't want you to go to like to jail for like who knows how long because you were fighting with a minor over this and whatnot. So like, it's not even worth jail time. It's like, he's not worth it. So we had left it as that. We had our grand feast, and we were fine.
I just remember this little chestnut too. I told Matt, because Matt was there, and when I told him, Matt tried to defend him, and then Matt tried saying, well, Jose, if you were to scrap with him right then and there, I would jump in because he's my friend too. And I looked at Matt and I told him, I'll whoop your ass too. And I think Eddie was there. And Eddie was like, well, if it's 2 against 1, I'm going to jump in. And then Leo had said like, well, ¿sabes qué? I'm not a fighter. But if I see 2 of my friends fighting and knowing the fact that Leo was going to jump in too. But I did. I looked at Matt right there on the feet, on the fucking court, and I was like, you want to jump in? I'm going to take your ass out too. And he got real fucking quiet because it could, and even at that, I ain't trying to say like I'm a bad motherfucker. Maybe it was because Eddie said, what the fuck? Well, if you guys are going to jump in, well, I'm going to jump in too. And then when when fucking Leo jumped in, or when said he'll jump in too, maybe he might have, se calmó. But I fucking told him, I was like, you want to take his side? You want to jump? I'm gonna fuck you up too. I'll fuck up his brother Jeremiah too. I almost did. No. Fun fact, little side story. In high school, I forgot what happened. This little beef. We're friends, little thing. But I told him, all right, motherfucker, we're gonna meet at Smith Park, and I'm gonna fuck you up. And he said, all right, fool, I'm down. Okay. At lunch, we're like, yeah, we're good. We're still going to scrap. When it came to after school, I walked right up to him and I said, let's take the walk. Let's take a walk from our Rancho to Smith Park. Let's go. And he goes, nah, man, I got some stuff. He backed down. So, Matt, if you're ever watching this, whatever hour mark this, you show this to Jeremiah. And Brian Zaldivar can back this up if he's a cancer like me. So I'm pretty sure he's got a good memory. He'll remember. I went up to him because I told Brian, I was like, Brian and his cousin, I forgot what his name was. He had a cousin that he was like really cool. And I was like, all right, guys, so fuck. Well, here we go. It's after school. Like, he's taller than me, a little heavier than me, but let's fucking do it. We're gonna scrap. And I walked right up to him. I was like, oh, we're gonna do it. And he was like, nah, I don't want to do it no more, man. He backed down. I went up to him and I was like, let's do it. Let's go. Smith Park just drive down the street. Let's walk over there. We're gonna exchange some fucking blows. And he didn't want to. So I won the regular show. Matthew Mora and Jeremiah Mora, I called both you motherfuckers out and both you guys didn't fucking step up. You guys didn't step up because I would have fucked. Hey, I would have fucked you guys. I'm not saying I would have beat the shit out of you guys. I might have. But I called you guys out. I was ready to scrap. I would have fucked. I would have definitely fucked up Javier.
And if it was true, if if you two were gonna fight up with Halvin and all that stuff, and if Oscar was still there, if he didn't leave, I have no doubt he would have jumped into the fight just to pull Halvin out of it and pin him down. Like, you don't fuck with this. He's like, I'm saving you, so you will get fucked up.
Oh, dude. All Leo would have had to do was just say, this motherfucker was running his dick liquor about me, and Oscar's been friends with Leo way longer than they've been running tight since like kindergarten. So
it will be 15 years on his birthday in September.
Dude, that's all Oscar needed to hear. They were fucking with Leo. All right then, that's it. He would have already been on our side. He would have been fucking right there throwing the blows. So nah.
And the reason we're like if he wouldn't know how it done, he might have pulled him aside and might have done it himself, or he would have pulled him out like, you're not gonna get fucked up. I will fuck you up. I'm not gonna be 4 against 2 or 4 against 1, whatever the odds were going to be. But he's like, I'm gonna pull you aside and I'm gonna tell you what's what.
Oh yeah. No. If I remember correctly, I remember the day of the big basketball game. That's what I'm gonna call it. Ivan was there, my brother was there, my cousin was there. We had a good old fucking big old 10-man basketball game.
It was really great too, because when I saw them walking out, they're all side to side. I'm like, oh, it's them. It's like it's freaking Armageddon. They're all like side to side. It looked great.
We pulled up because me and my brother used to play with my cousin Danny and his brother. So we would every weekend or whatever it was. We would fucking, you know, ball up and shit. Anyways, point is, we're like, okay, my friends like to ball up, so let's play some ball. Alright. I remember correctly. We're playing this shit. My cousin Danny, he rose deep. He's a defensive player and shit.
Oh, Danny, what I remember, he played really well. No one can get past Danny.
And Yvonne, hey. We're playing. And I think, you know, again, Matt had made a comment like, these guys are a little too aggressive. And I told you, I was like, you better calm your boy right now. Because I got Pierre, I got my brother Pierre, and I got my cousin Danny, and my cousin George, his brother, his brother George's. I was like, I got to have my family. Because I consider Ivan, at the time, I considered a family. I was like, I gotta have my family right here, Leo. You better watch your boy. And I think Leo and I'm correct me if I'm wrong. I think Leo did tell Matt, hey, you better watch what you say.
I think I might have like in silence. I would have told him like, don't mess with that guy. He's like why? That's Ivan. He's like, well, so what about Ivan? He's got time. And I'm not telling you, he's older than you. he knows how to run in the prison. So if you want to fuck around, you're dead.
So we were like, oh, I remember too, because I remember, you know, I think Eddie was on our team, you know, Leo was on the team with Matt. Yeah, we took turns. I remember at one point my brother was on your team. I remember my brother told you, you know, he was
By
like,
the
Leo,
way, I
like,
just
come
saw
on, man,
the
like, D up.
I saw the most ridiculous thing ever, and I hope the stream caught it, because I saw it, so they saw it. The zombie spawned on top of your head, and he was riding your head like you're the freaking magic carpet, and he killed you like that. I'm like, holy crap.
I need ammo urgently.
I want the record to show, like, we were taking turns and shit, and Leo had, you know, my brother was playing with Leo, or he was on his team, and he told Leo, like, hey, Leo, come on, man, don't be taking those dumb shots with Matt, because they were trying to do the alley-oop, you know, the whole thing. But the thing was, Leo was lobbing it up perfectly. He was lobbing it up, but Matt, you know, wasn't fucking following through with his, you know, his fucking part. So, you know, my brother was like, hey, what the fuck, enough with the fancy tricks, you know, like, play the game, you know, we're fucking losing and shit. And as soon as he said that, Leo was like, alright, you know, let's play for real. You know, and Matt was, I don't want to say that for the record, that day, Matt was a smart man. He fucking knew not to fucking trifle, because I told Leo, I was like, you gotta watch your boy. Because, you know, I may put up with it. I may put up with it. Ivan and my brother and my cousin, they ain't gonna put up with it. And I told Leo straight up, I was like, you know, I understand that you're friends, I understand we're friends, so if you want to take your side, by all means, but I'm gonna tell you this right now. When it comes down to friends and family, I'm gonna side with family.
Oh yeah.
So we're gonna get into a scrap. The family's gonna stick together.
Yeah.
But
other pieces. This will form a staff.
I remember that day, and that because again, I was like, hey, I was tight with Leo. To this day, you know, like I said, if I ever see him like in a scrap, I ever see him somewhat fucking with Leo, and you're like, hey, what the fuck, you know? Like, so, you know, like I said back then, that's all it was. I told him, hey, you been watch this boy Javier, because he keep running his dick like I'm about to whoop that ass.
By the way, sorry, I had to use the emergency max ammo. Or, excuse me, emergency zombie blood, or else I would not have made it.
Ah, it's fine. I ain't even tripping. But no.
Should we cruise out of here then?
Yeah.
We should have enough to open up.
That's what happened. That's what happened. That was the story. That was the origin.
Origins.
I was pretty wily back then. You know,
Oh, nice.
I've gone down some in my old age, but I mean, I ain't got nothing wrong with Matt.
Alright.
You know, Matt likes to tell stories and shit. You know.
I'm sorry to cut you off right now, but you know how my ears always play tricks on me whenever people say stuff, or I like to like bring up funny comments.
Yeah.
The stream will defend you, because by all means it should defend you about what I thought I heard. And it sounded like you said, in my age, or in my time, I've gone down on some old men. In my time, I'm like, wait, I know he didn't say that, but it sounds like he said that.
I don't think I did, but well, wait, who knows? At the
That's
moment,
all my brain like heard like the jumbling of words you said. I'm like,
oh, hey, you remember last time? You remember last time where you were like, right? I think I said like, yeah, it could help me to get to me, and you were like, you said, I was like, no, I didn't.
Help me get to me.
And this is a playback, and I think even my cousin who was watching it was like, no, I heard what you said. You didn't say that. I was like, yeah, I know, but you know, they thought you heard something else.
I always hear stuff like in the other sense, or like I'll play it as that one, like he said this, just to like bring up the joke. But goddamn, that time I was like, no way, did you actually say this?
Since hey, and if I did say I'm gonna listen to this playback, so if we did.
It sounded really weird.
Hey.
I know it didn't sound right. I'm not like, oh, for sure you said it, but it was like, that sounded a bit weird to me. What's the timer? It's Hey, wait, you know what's right here? Come over here. The timer's about 2 hours. Jose, come over here real quick. Does this spot look familiar? Come running at me.
Can you hear me?
I need it more than you! Oh man, it's almost at the exact same spot too.
Dude, I'm gonna tell this little story too. So, one night I was working with Johnny, you know, we were working, picking up toilets and whatnot. Point is, it was, I think, me, him, and maybe Thabo, maybe, but I think it was the two of us. And we were working in that, the area, I want to say it might have been where, that one sushi place where we went to go eat when we were hiking. It might have been around that area.
Oh, okay.
And we were doing a job, and this Asian guy had parked in the street, and these guys were trying to, like, you know, intimidate him, or they were trying to say some shit to him. And that guy was like, hey, calm down. And he
To
was
my brother or to
telling him
Thabo?
No, to the Asian guy who parked in the street. Like, some random guys were talking to him, but we were watching it. And the Asian guy was like, hey, take it easy, calm down, don't get worked up, you're wrong. And he was telling them why they were wrong, right?
Yeah.
But you know, like, again, verbal altercation, and we're just like, what the fuck's going on here? And thank God it didn't get physical. When the guys left and the Chinese guy was right there, and Johnny's like, don't worry, man, we watched the whole thing. And if they try to do anything, we're gonna jump in for you. And the guy was like, that's okay. Like, he was trying to say, like, I got it. Like he was a real badass. Like, he would have been able to defend himself. And who knows? Maybe he might have been. You know, maybe he might take some martial arts classes. Maybe he might have been. Maybe. But I remember because as it was going down, I looked at Johnny, because Johnny stopped. And if Johnny stops working, it's because something's up. If he ain't talking to the client, if he ain't talking to the the people from Green or Synergy, it's because something's going down. So he stopped working, and I was right there, and we were just kind of watching the whole thing. And he looked at me, and he told me, if they try to jump this Asian guy right now, we're gonna jump. He looked at me, he goes, we're gonna jump in. And I was like, oh, well, I mean, it's been a while since I've been in a scrap. But you know, like, I'm all for injustices, so I mean, if they're gonna try to jump this guy, they better think twice. And you know, they didn't. But I was kind of looking forward to it, because you know, I've always wanted to see Johnny in a scrap.
Yeah. By the way,
So
I'm sorry to say this during story time. It's been 30 minutes.
I'll take a swig.
Alright, let me just grab the MP40 and let's open up generator 4, and then I'll have enough to open up generator 5.
Anyways. So, I always want to see him in a scrap. Never got too close, unless you count that time. Never really got close to him being in a scrap or getting into a scrap. I have seen him get hit on a bunch of times. At least I can count them on one hand. You know. And if you want to be dumb about it, analytical. I worked with Johnny since maybe 2012 to 2016.
Basically,
So
yeah.
in those
4 years?
in those four years, I've seen him get hit on 5 times. So if you want to even round it up to 1 time a year, I saw it. But I've always wanted to see a scrap. I think the closest was one time, you know, Eddie was doing the fucking Scorpion twist with Johnny.
Oh crap.
And Johnny was like, okay, we're playing around, but ¿sabes qué? And Johnny fucking did a mean nipple twist on him. And I remember telling Johnny, like, hey, you know what? Maybe, you know, you're cool with Eddie, and Eddie maybe got a little too comfortable. But you're you're the Jefe. You know? The main Jefe was always Leo's dad.
Yeah.
But I was like, you know, you're the Jefe, so I mean, I'm not gonna fucking do like no nipple pinchy on you because you're the fucking the boss. But if Eddie wants to be a little like try to assert his alpha maleness, like,
some might say a jebby little jeb piece. Thanks to
a
the
little
Achievement
what?
Hunter. A jebby little jeb piece, like this is like a little British term that Gavin came up with in Achievement Hunters. Like, basically like it's like a little annoying little shit. This is basically like how it boils down to.
And if I remember correctly, you know, like Zyra was like, hey, couple, why are you coming home with bruises? And Johnny's like, ah, it's because I'm playing with Eddie. But, you know, Johnny was also like, hey, like, we're playing around, we're having fun, but don't think that, you know, you're the alpha male, because shit's about to pop off right now.
By the way, should we try to fill up a box or leave it?
Hold up, I just got 3 comments. Holy shit, hold on. Cúbrame, me estoy cagando.
Hold on, I'm running to you right now. Give me a moment. Alright, I'm running now.
Alright, cover me. I'm gonna get hit from my back right now.
Oh shit. Of course I don't have a good gun. Oh, fuck. I died with the ship. Damn it. Sorry. Juan.
Oh! Let's see, Juan Morales and E, my boys streaming on his birthday. Let's. It is. It's your boy Shaco. Alright, Andy. If Leo doesn't mind, now that I have the comments displayed and I can see the timer, if Leo doesn't mind, let's try a real run on Origins. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Story times.
Towards the end of Shangri-La and Zetsubo and Origins, they kind of bled together in one match.
It was about 18 rounds combined.
Let's just try one real attempt, just one, the
Let's
one real attempt.
You know how we know?
Get out of here,
You know how be a real attempt?
What's up?
We'll get profit sharing right off the bat.
Okay. And I love story time. Love telling story time. So you know, if anything, if at the very least I'm gonna look back and watch it and laugh and be listening to my job.
You know what's funny?
Oh my god, belligerent.
You drinking invokes story time. We rarely have story time. Look at us like going down memory lane.
Now don't encourage me to take up drinking as a habit.
At least for streams.
Hmm.
That's not such a bad idea. A monthly stream.
A monthly stream.
Drunk hour.
Drunk stream. Okay. So, on the record show, I don't think I'm drunk. I think I'm a nice buzz. But Leo is here, so if I get a little too rambunctious, Leo will, giving him the authority.
I didn't know.
To be, you know.
I didn't know you thought that. I was killing zombies. I couldn't turn around fast enough.
Oh, there go my points.
Oh no. Just as you were talking about being rambunctious.
Nah, it's okay. It's okay.
Here, I got this one.
But what's it called?
Just like how Kevin's heart would say, he wasn't ready.
I'm gonna say this right now.
Oh.
Alcohol helps your aim and reflexes, so you should be good.
Wait, come here.
Andy, if you're legitimately watching this, Andy, I want to tell you this right now, man. I legitimately am buzzed, if not drunk, right now.
Come on, let's do this.
I've been taking a shot of Jack Daniels. The past 2 hours, at least 15 or 20 fucking shots, right?
I stopped you with the round 20 thing, and then you started drinking when we reached 10 and up for what was it, Shangri-La, and we made it to 17.
All right, so
or something like that.
Anyways, let's regular show.
Open it.
With the regular show, I'm gonna try my best. To try to, be good. I am good at this game, but I'm a little under the influence. Y'all need your thirsty Jack and Coke. Y'all need your trusty Jack and Coke. I do have some Coke, I think, left over, unless my mom and Abby finished it. I think I might have some.
Sound like you called Abby Nabby.
But here's the thing, though, Andy. I'm drinking straight from the bottle. Back when I was a baby. Taking straight from the bottle.
Yeah, we got 800 just before it disappeared.
Oh man, you should show you. You know what? If you ever work with your brother again, just be like, I did a live show with Jose and he was drunk. Or he was drinking.
Ah man, my brother's been on the blacklist lately. He's turned into Eddie.
Oh no.
He's become unreliable.
Oh, and you know what? I haven't spoken to him. I don't know
if
nothing.
You hear this, your face is unfortunately unreliable. My brother's become worse than you. At least you called the next day or two. My brother hasn't called in over a week.
Hey, you want to say this right now? I haven't spoken to him, so I don't know what's going on. I'm sure, I'm hoping there's a valid reason, but nevertheless, I'm gonna say this. I ain't gonna dev too much into it, cause Leo's there. I ain't. Leo's there. I'm not. So I will say this. We're not gonna touch the brother thing, cause he knows that I think very highly of him.
Oh, definitely. But it sucks that he's fallen.
Exactly. Hey, I ain't there. I can't clarify with 100% certainty. And if it is what it is, like I said, I'm sure there's a reason. I'm sure. But since I ain't there, I ain't gonna comment on it. Cause I can't. I cannot comment on it. But what I will say is, Eddie, come on, man. You know I love you. You know you're a good friend. I consider you to be a good friend. But you want to say this right now, man? You got it. Yeah, I'm almost there. Don't even trip. I'm right here. I consider you to be a good friend, man. But you know what? Sometimes you drop the ball a lot. And I'm just gonna say this, man. If two brothers let you go for the same reason, that says something. But I digress. The only real beef with that shit that I have with Eddie, I drove to his house and I called him. I don't know if repeatedly, but I called him, and then he told me, I'm in downtown. I'm buying some speakers with my dad, and I'm just like, bruh.
Oh, I remember that.
We have work. Yeah, just didn't think it was gonna take this long. I'm like.
I remember the exact thing you're talking about.
But dude, like,
you should not have
it's work.
The graves of the ancients.
And I remember thinking, like, what the fuck am I gonna tell Johnny? What am I gonna tell the boss?
My enemy in this mud.
And I remember, pulling up to the storage house and being like, hey Johnny, I got some bad news, because Johnny knew right away too. He's like, where's Eddie? I was like, well, he ain't gonna be here. He was like, why is that? I'm like, well, I showed up to his house. He wasn't there. And as soon as I said those magic words, he wasn't there. He just kind of took a deep breath and was like, okay. He made the call and he was like, Eddie, where you at? And Eddie told him the same thing and he's like, well, don't worry. I'm not going to need you to come in today after all. And I legitimately think Eddie was like, oh, like, okay, like no work got canceled. And I was like, and he was like, no. It's not going to need you anymore, man. Not going to need you anymore. And what Eddie was like, well, what do you mean? He's like, well, I need someone reliable. I need someone that's going to come be showing up. You're going to be showing up. Can't hire you. And can't continue our business together. So, you know. That's the only beef I have with Eddie. I legitimately woke up early and drove to his house and called him and called him and called him. When I finally got a hold of him, he was like, I'm buying a stereo. I was like, really? A stereo or speakers? But I was like, really? Right now? Really?
Yeah.
He was just like, yeah, man. I didn't think it was going to take that long. I'm like, if, let's say we had work at 11 o'clock in the morning.
Yes.
By 9:30, I would have been like, okay, I need to make a call, or I need to get the fuck up out of here, because I ain't gonna make it to work on time.
I would have not
That's
done
me.
anything in the morning. If it wasn't close by to the office, like I would have not done anything. I would have like focused on work.
Oh, well, I mean, I'm the same way too. Don't get it twisted now. I'm the same way too.
But like on my own like preference, like I wouldn't have done
robot comes this way.
Oh no, I'm on the same boat with Leo. I wouldn't have done that either. But like I said, if you thought you could have made it, or you thought you would have made it, but it was that close, hey, should have pulled out, man. We'll get into that later, but you should have pulled out. So, for the record,
You have to help me. I'm trapped here.
you know, I didn't side with Eddie. I didn't understand his point of view, and then when later on he harped about it, like, can you believe he let me go? I felt like saying
within that week, he invited me to go eat at Wendy's, and he told me about the whole ordeal. I'm like, oh, that sucks that happened, and whatnot, and like, I was just like there for him. I was like, okay, like, it sucks that my brother did that. I'm like, of course, like, I wasn't there, so I wouldn't know. I know Eddie's point of view. So like, it sucks, man. I wish like something else could have happened.
But here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. I remember specifically. He tried to like tell me the point of view, cause I guess he thought I wasn't there for the phone call, which doesn't make sense, cause I went to work that day. So
Yeah.
Would have been an earshot at the very least. But he's like, can you believe he let me go? And I was like, yeah, I can believe it. And I remember very subtly saying, like, hey, you know what? If Leo let you go for the same reason, and Johnny let you go for a similar reason, must be something to look at. But I digress. He thought nothing was wrong.
I'm getting the
He thought
gramophone right now. I'm not very close.
I'll step off him. He thought it was cool in the game. So
I'm leaving the gramophone here for the moment, so he can do the whole spinning ordeal. But we'll have to come back to everyone and get the ice down. But I'm on my way now. Funny enough, half of the zombies are running at me for some reason.
I have zombie blood.
Oh, I see. I'm almost there. Just keep on it. Alright,
I
let's
want
do
the
this.
record show. Eddie, I love you, man, but you gotta work on that trait, man. You gotta work on it. Everything else about your personality, your demeanor is amazing, but you gotta work on that. You gotta work on it. Maybe it's because I'm a little tipsy that I can say this right now, but I'm gonna say it, Eddie. You gotta work on that reliability, man, because you are... Man, a busted clock is right twice a day. You ain't even that right. And hold up, I'm gonna put myself on blast real quick. Recently, I've been going through a tough time in my life, and Cecilia came through for me.
Nice.
my cousin Andy, Shaco, listening and watching. If it's you, you came through for me. Even my cousin Leo came through for me.
Ew.
Family. Okay. People that really care about me, they came through for me. They did. But I want the record show. This is what I'm saying right now, because I got a text from Joel, right?
Right now?
No, a while back. I got
I
a text from Joel. I had asked Joel for X amount of money. I said, hey Joel, man, you think you can help me out? He said, alright, let me see how much I get from this paycheck. Because he had some money saved up, and he was like, let me see how much I get from this paycheck, I can help you out. I said, alright. It was the first one I asked.
Excellent.
I didn't hear from him. I did not hear from him afterwards. I was like, okay. Because if you're asking, at least me, at least coming from me right now, being real, being real fucking real right now, I was like, you know what? If I'm the one asking for help, I don't want to be badgering. I don't want to be nagging them. I know it's been too, because I don't have internet. It's okay. Old Chapel plays. Okay, right, Andy. Thank you. Anyways, I asked Joe for help, right? And Joe said, alright, let me see how much I can help you with, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, point is, I didn't hear back from him, right? So by then, I started making calls to Cecilia and Andy and Leo and whatnot. But I didn't hear back from Joe. And I was like, oh jeez, I hope Joe doesn't think by me asking him for help, maybe it made him reconsider coming over here, But I was like, hey, you know what? If he does feel like that, totally justified. I ain't even tripping. I'm not. Joel texted me, and this is what he said. Sorry, Joel, if you're watching. It's not a disparaging thing. It's gonna be real. He put, hey, Bon, I've been trying so I can send you some money. Just give me some time, because I think we got accepted for an apartment. I'm waiting on their response. He's like, and then he was like, oh shit, it's your birthday today? I'm like, yeah, it's my birthday. And he was just like, so I'm like, I told him, nah, it's good. Like, don't even trip. I'm already out of the funk that I was in. I'm like, don't even trip. I'm good now.
Yeah.
But I was like, don't even trip. And he was just like, he put, well, happy birthday. I wish you many more. I'll try to send you some money as soon as I can. And I told him, I was like, it's cool. Don't trip. I'm good now. I just want you to be good. And he put, if whatever I can help you with, I will.
Very good.
And I just want the record to show. It's because Joe was a good friend. See, if anything, I might have flunked the Stooge test. Because I thought, he wasn't responding because, he was like, like I thought this guy was good, this. Point is, it wasn't even because of that. Because he was trying to do good for himself. But at the end of the day, he told me, he said, hey man, because this stuff was going on, so I wasn't able to give you a response. I texted him afterwards, I said, hey man, I don't mean to be harassing or not, but if you can help me, if you can, good. If you can't, just let me know if you can, so I can try to, find other help.
Yeah.
And I didn't hear back from him. But again, I took it as, okay, maybe he can't, so whatever. I wasn't fazed by it. But look at this. He's like, he told me what was going on. And I told him, like, don't even trip. It's okay. I'm good now. But I don't want Joe to think that I'm looking at him any less, because that is the furthest thing from it. There's a guy who helped me fucking get when I got locked out of my car in fucking Koreatown, he fucking took an Uber to get to me and paid the locksmith to open up my car.
Very nice.
This is the guy who paid for me to go to Hurricane Harbor with him and his girl. The first time, the second time, it was on the day after my birthday, the day of my accident. But I paid for everything. I was like, hey, I want to, pay it back and whatnot. And even then, Joe had offered to, drive us there after. Like, I got into a little fender bender beforehand, and he was like, I'll drive for you just in case, you're still a little shaky and whatnot. So, point is, Joel, I ain't even thinking of you any less. You're still a good friend. I still love you, still care about you the same way. You're the true MVP. My cousins Andy and Leo, still the true MVPs. You guys have been there for me. Leo, my boy over here, helped me out and shit. So, want you guys to know I don't forget that shit. I don't. If I'm ever able to help you guys in any fucking way, financially or supportively, whatever the case, I want you guys to at least feel or at least know that, hey, you can go to Jose, you know, you can help us out. So, I want the record to show that I don't forget. I carry that shit with me. It means a lot to me. That's just how I am, man.
Very good.
I mean, at the very least, Leo should know. Leo can vouch for me. I ain't no fucking selfish guy. I don't forget, and if I could help out my friends, I do it. I've lost track on how many meals I paid for Eddie, because that was my boy. That was my friend. I ain't even tripping about that. So, if you're tied with me, I'm tied with you, and that's all it is to it. You know, every time my cousins needed me, or if my cousin Leo needed to talk, he'd go through some rough whatever, or my cousin Andy, I fucking drove up and I was like, hey, what's up, man? What's going on with you guys? So my cousin lost his sister. I lost a cousin. I think for that whole week, I bought everybody food. You know, I bought them, you know, I treated them out and shit, because I was like, you know, they always say, when you're grieving, you know, you don't really have an appetite, you don't eat. Well, shit, my cousin Joseph proved that theory wrong. His appetite was still intact. But I did it because I was my cousin. You know? So I pity the fool. I ain't trying to sound like Mr. T now. But I pity the fool who tried to square up against Leo. Because aside from the fact that Leo might fuck you up himself, you try to square up on Leo or any of my cousins, ooh, you're gonna have to take me out too. And I called Leo out. I did. I told him, hey man, I'm tired of this, blah blah blah. Since then, he's been a good, you know, he's been a good friend. He's been cool. He's the only one that hasn't turned on me. And joking something like, oh, you haven't turned on me yet. But I'm gonna say this right now. Whether Leo believes it or knows it or not, I feel like he was a good friend in the beginning. I probably wasn't as good of a friend, but he was a good friend. So I still remember that. I still hold on to that. I want you to know, Leo, I ain't never fucked you over. I never will. And some guy fucking offers me truckloads of money to fuck you over, I'm gonna be like, well, I guess I'm gonna be a broke guy then, because I ain't gonna do it.
Or you can con him and be like, news report says that this bond screwed you over. He's like, yeah, he stole my money, but then he gave me $1 million in payback. I'm like, well, isn't this fantastic?
Oh, no, man. And I'm not gonna get into it. I'm just gonna say this for your gratification. This is gonna be news for Leo, because this is gonna be the first time Leo hears this. There was times where, I'm not gonna say opportunities, but there was chances where, you know, I could have wronged Leo in some way, and I said, no, I ain't gonna do that to him. I ain't gonna do that to him. You don't deserve it. I'm not gonna say who wanted to wrong him. I'm not gonna say who tried to, because they didn't. At the end of the day, they didn't. But I'm gonna say this. I told him, nah, I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna have no part of it. Nope, I ain't gonna do it to Leo. Because at the end of the day, I will always remember sleeping over at your house, eating fucking oven pizzas, eating fucking chimichangas, eating all that shit. So at the end of the day, you know, you're the one friend, and I will say this, you're the one friend where I can say is gonna piss me off, or has pissed me off, and all this. But at the end of the day, if I ever see them fucking with Leo, I'm gonna jump in. I'm gonna be like, nah, you fucking with him, you fucking with me. This motherfucker Panda trying to come up on me! Damn it, Leo! Kill him with the staff!
I'm almost there. He has his face off. Oh, there you are.
There we go.
Now we just need to get the...
I can hear you, Samantha.
I know what you're doing.
By the way, you don't have to go through the lightning tunnel. I already went through there in order to activate the ice staff's first bit. So you can just go through any teleport to grab your ice, or excuse me, your lightning bit.
Alright. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. So there it is, folks. There it is, folks. I guess know that is what it is. I've been rambling and shit, but
I've been dead during the instant.
Oh no! How many perks did you have?
I didn't have any. I just looked at my points and like, I've been struggling a little bit. I'm like, damn it, I don't have any perks. But I'm like, do we have everything open yet? Because I don't want to be selfish and open up, like, not open up this. I'm like, oh, I had enough money to open up this, but I spent it on perks. Oh, the giant's coming.
I'm trying to get
try to step on me.
I'm trying to come over as fast as I can.
I'm gonna try to get you again, so I don't follow them.
Woo! Okay, round 11. I gotta take another swig.
Your gift from me. I dug up zombie money.
I am imbued
Fuck, it's
with
only
a warrior spirit.
God damn it.
It is unwise to stand in the path of the robot.
So, if I remember correctly, I will do that. I gotta go. Ah, shit. I'm drawing a blank right now.
Feels like Leo's been down more than you, and you're buzzed. Oh, what a dick!
Yeah,
well, for this game, yeah, he went down one more time.
Well, that's fine.
Come on now, undo son.
Oh, it does not phase me, Hui. From a Hui I've never seen play. That's okay.
For a Hui that calls us out and is like, I can break your record and all this other shit.
Yeah.
He says it in a kidding way, but I'm like, yeah, I don't know. And he talks a big game. I don't know if we can back it up. But he's a hell of a league. He's a hell of a league player.
Is that the one who went with us bowling and dropped the bowling ball?
Yeah, because of his weak arm and shit. Nice. The bum arm.
The bum arm.
I remember he would throw it and he was like, ugh, and you were like, wait, throw it like this.
Yeah, I told him like how to throw it smoothly, and he's like, I'll try.
He kept doing it his way, but every time he was like, he was so fucking scrawny.
Fucking messed up your jump, boy. I'm sorry.
That's okay. I haven't even been paying attention to my pieces. Why just stab myself in the face right now?
Oh,
trying to sober up. I'm trying to like get focused.
Focus.
Okay. We have one staff made. The 5 staff can be made. We have all the generators on except for 5. Okay, let's do this. He remembers with a heart. Well, of course, Andy, you're the only guy who couldn't bowl without like going like, eh, with your bum arm and shit.
He didn't want to make it to 6, or should we just let it run?
I'm right here. I'm gonna see if I could. I don't think I'm gonna be able to kill them all in time.
Fortune smiles.
I didn't remember what I was supposed to do when I got on the tank and shoot the damn thing, but I totally forgot for the second step. Damn it.
I killed them, but
yeah.
I'll try to activate it.
Sounds good.
There you go. Oh, I ran out of ammo for the Kura.
Making my way over to you.
Making my way downtown, walking fast.
Alright, let's see. By the way, just to let you know, it's going to be round 11 next round. That means you will have to take... Not only will you have to take the first round's drink, but in 9 minutes you'll have to take a 30-minute drink.
I'm gonna try to pass the label. Woo! Yeah, I got the challenge complete. I died, but I got the challenge complete. Activated 6 generators.
By activating the same one twice.
I know, because generator 5 still, like, it's either not up or...
Oh,
okay.
We haven't gotten this one for, what's her name? Farah?
Fun fact. I'll go to the fucking, the little, like, spin dials for the lightning staff.
Yeah.
And I'm realizing that I've already spun them. Even in my buzz state, I still fucking spun them. So every time I see them, I'm like, oh, have I done this yet? And I look, I'm like, oh yeah, I have.
Oh, boy.
What's up?
We have all the pieces for 2 staffs now.
All we need is a crystal? Okay, I'll go make the wind staff and make the fire staff.
Yep.
I'll go first.
What's it called? All I'm gonna do is shoot the last 2 remaining cemetery things, so I can put down the staff.
Oh shit! It's round 11. Has the Panzer come yet, or?
I just started, so it should have. Oh, there he is. Ah, release me! Just as you said it, he spawns right in front of my mouth. He's like, I get you. Alright, he's dead. Alright.
I still find it hilarious. I mean, I was a tiny little smidge hurt, you know. I was like, hey, I was supposed to be your friends. And Miriam hadn't told me happy birthday, or she didn't know until like so late into the day. She was just like, oh, happy birthday. I'm like, oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Like right before the live stream happened, I was like, oh yeah, there you go. You got it now.
I think, like, I think she might have taken this, because when I read them, like, I think she might take this as me being either mean or angry with her. But I had asked her, did you buy your medicine? Because I had prescribed her like this and that, so she can take, so she can hopefully get rid of her type 1 diabetes. And she's like, totally forgot about that. I'm like, then you gotta go buy them? And she's like, well, I'm saving for the beach. And I'm like, the beach is more important than your health? And she's like, but I have to pay for the hotel and this and that. I'm like, oh, looks like you're going somewhere far for the beach then. But I was like, God damn it. They're supposed to take care of you first before the beach.
Yeah.
I told her this about 3 weeks ago, and she still hasn't bought them. I'm like, should have been enough time.
Yes, she is a silly goose.
The zombie got him. Boy, I missed all 3 jumps.
It's okay.
I can't believe I missed them. God.
It's okay.
The worst thing is, I'm gonna go downstairs and I'm gonna figure out, unless I did it, that I did not shoot that 3rd cemetery thing. That would really suck.
The one by generator 2?
No, I shot it, luckily.
Now we shall
We're gonna make a staff.
A stiff? Talking about skiffs. You think we'll ever play Destiny again?
No.
I'm kind of liking not having to play Destiny.
It was a good game. I don't know anything about the sequel. I probably won't buy the sequel. I probably won't play the sequel. Because Anthem just looks so dang good.
Even if Anthem's a late 2018 game, there is still World War II.
I meant what I said. Dude, I meant what I said. When I get my refund,
no, but that's why. Like think about like the time period too. We still got World War II to play. So if that looks good, I still let them buy up some time. We got this. Even if,
dude,
no doubt, they're gonna bring zombies. But like even if that zombie's not good, we still got this one to play. We got like some of our good favorites. The one that we're playing right now. And then what is it? Let me think for a moment. We have some new zombies to play. We got Dead Island to play. We got 7 Days now to play, especially with the new update. It's a lot better. So hopefully you get the hang of it a little bit and want to play it. Then we have I don't know where the fuck I'm running to. I should have run to Agartha, but I didn't. Then what's the other thing? We have just like a bunch of other things we can play. Like hell, even if you wanted to, we can start playing GTA just to play like the year's worth of content we haven't even touched.
I think literally the last time I played GTA was the time with the helicopter, and I saved the clip and uploaded it. And that was the last time I played.
Talking about the helicopter. You know how much The Last of Us costs right now? I even told Eddie to buy it. I told him like, if anything happens, we're game sharing, just buy it. You know how much it costs?
How much?
$4.
You'd be a fool not to buy, even just to add funds. Even just to add funds to your wallet from the card, the minimum is $5, so you don't have enough to buy it.
Yeah, I was like, I was telling him, or I should have told him, like, well, you wanted to buy the variety pack for so long. It's now $10, and this one is now $4. Just think of it like buying the variety pack, except getting DLC for a game. You get the full game.
Where are you? Where's your face?
I'm running over there? Through Generator 3 right now. I'm heading to make the fire stuff.
Alright, can you cover me? I gotta take another piss.
Alright. Oh. Right. Shield right here. I don't have a fucking shield. Damn it. I should have put that up. Luckily we already killed the Panther, so that's not running around. There's no windows right there. Alright, zombie.
Oh my god, it's like a game of pinball just to make it to my bathroom. I kept bouncing off walls right now.
Oh no. Man, zombie, come on. That's a bit weird that your face is glowing. The reason why I'm having the zombie so close to Jose right now is because I do not think he's the last one. So I'm scared that a zombie will pop up out of nowhere and attack him. But as it seems, even if he was the slowest zombie in the world, what was that? Oh no, it's a shadow. Even if it's the slowest zombie in the world, I think we're safe to bring him outside. So, let's do that. Especially since he almost went after Jose. And I had to literally put myself in between the zombie and Jose.
Yeah, how's it going?
Oh.
Jesus, I'm struggling just to walk in a straight line.
Oh yeah? Damn.
Okay, folks. Oh, Jesus Christ, I literally fell. But I fell into my chair.
Luckily.
Okay.
That's good at least.
This is not an act, folks. I am legit. It's round 11. Oh shit. Gotta take a swig. Woo!
I'm sorry to say, but it's also the 30-minute marker. The crowd's like, man, he's really keeping up with those 30-minute markers.
Okay.
Woo!
Let's start doing the rituals, the fucking steps for the Winston.
I'm like, what are we playing, Shadows of Evil? That's my job.
Ooh.
Right.
Gotta put the gramophone down. And if I get hit with copy,
you can grab your wind staff, or excuse me, your lightning staff piece.
If I get hit with copyright infringement, I don't give a fuck.
You done play the song?
I like this song. I'm buzzed and I'm drunk. I just did the first step of the Winston.
Excellent. Did your drunk mind remember the exact symbol?
Yes.
Excellent.
You don't love Scotch, you love the Kid Cudi.
Cannot outrun my enemy. They say what? To remain in one spot is tactically dangerous. We must keep moving.
If we actually are able to do the Easter egg, and then I don't even care. I'm not gonna go to the 40s unless you really want to. But if we do the Easter egg, I'll press square to end it, and I'll be like, "Oh my god, I was shit faced and I fucking did the thing," or we did the thing.
After playing 4 maps, this is like the 5th outing, basically.
Are you eating? Have you been eating your nuggets?
I finished them already.
Three-piece soup and I'm looking so cute.
I have a crowd of zombies chasing at me. Alright, I make sure to do the super jump so I can get up on top of this. Alright, I got your first piece, so let me know when you're gonna go do the second and third pieces so I can hop on it. I'm going to do the first step for the fire staff.
There's the wind staff.
You're so brutal.
Shit about speed, cool.
I got a 3-piece soup and I'm looking so cute.
How funny is that? Drunk, sleep, or awake, you're able to do the Easter egg.
Thank you. That's a compliment. I only have 3 downs for being Blotto. And I'm turning the dials.
Once more?
I just turned all the dials and I shut the orb.
Nice.
Eddie can't do this sober.
Oh, your orb just went into the thing. Oh no, there it is. I missed saw it.
Let me put the staff down. Let me put the wind staff down, and then we'll go get the rest of the pieces for my lightning staff.
Good.
3-piece
Don't forget to
soup,
grab
and
the
I'm
piece.
looking so cute.
It's still here.
You have the what? You have the eye staff upgraded? What?
Yeah.
What?
So if you want to take that with you.
I'm straight. I'm cool.
That's what I'm looking for. Man, did I jump the gun.
What's up?
When you said, alright, I'm gonna drop the thing and then we're gonna go get my pieces, I'm like, perfect. And in my brain, I'm like, I'm totally done with the first step. And I come to the church, nothing's lit up, I'm like, I didn't finish the first step.
Perhaps this weapon was buried by the Germans, man.
No, Siri, I don't want to ask you a question.
No, Siri, I don't want to ask you a question. Is this what you're looking for?
Ooh.
I'm gonna go to the box.
Stop asking me a question, Siri. I don't know the answer to.
It's like I'm in this dirt digging up on hurt. Tried everything to get my mind off you, it won't work. All it takes is one
Oh, I should buy some.
right back on it.
More important than that.
Matthew Mitchell, bitch, I even have you in this. I initially was gonna bury you next to my brother. What's up?
904.
The best place to be buried alive is right here.
Alright, if I gotta take the swig, so I'm gonna take the swig.
Swig it up.
fluidity of movement and balance.
I had a story earlier to tell when we were like very lightly bashing on that, but I think it's too far away from it.
I don't care. I don't know him.
Man.
He's not a friend anymore. To me, at least.
Yeah. So this is not my account, but I saw this. Well, Oscar has no reason to lie to me. So, being 14, 15, around that age, of course, having a computer, nobody was home. You can imagine what we were doing, right?
Yeah.
We're on the site, checking out some stoof, and we were gonna go eat. I was like, alright, we're watching all of our stuff, we're gonna go eat. And Matt's like, I'm gonna go use restroom, wash my hands, and I'll be ready to go. I'm like, sweet, I'll wait for you out front. And Oscar was like, okay, like, let me do something here real quick. I'll go do the same, wait for you, and I'll be done. And Oscar went to the restroom, used it, and he just, like, instincts. He checked in my room, and he looked, and he's like, he saw Matt on his knees behind the bed doing some shit. He's like, Matt, what are you doing? He's like, just give me some time, I'm almost done. And he was like, he was jerking off in his room. I'm like, yeah,
That's fucking nasty.
I'm like, oh,
Dude, I'm being straight up with you. And I'm buzzed instead of drunk. You know what they say, typically, that's when the true you comes out?
yeah.
Leo, I want you to rest with a clean conscience right now. If you ever thought this, I have never caught a beat at your house.
Excellent.
Never.
If it was in the shower, it's okay.
No, never. Not in the shower, not in the toilet, never. For one reason and one reason only. There's always people in the house.
This is true.
So if people ever needed to use it, I couldn't take the long. So no, never caught a beat in your house.
There you go.
Now, I'm not gonna say who, but there's other people's houses who weren't so fortunate. I'm not gonna say who.
Oh, no.
But they were not so fortunate.
I only know of one other person you spent their house at.
I'm not gonna say who. You are not gonna hear me say.
And something says it wasn't Brian's house. If you ever slept over
You're
there.
not gonna hear me. You're not gonna hear me say who. But just know.
I think I know who, and I was gonna seal the leaks.
Another week away. My greatest fear. I need the smell of summer. I need its noises in my ears. And looks could really kill.
By the way, the
my
box near the church
profession
is
would be
filled.
staring. Now we do this cause we care, not for the thrill. Collect calls to home. Tell them that I realize that everyone who lives will someday die and die alone. Doing the steps for the lightning staff.
Excellent. I'm gonna go back to doing step 1 for the fire step. Staff.
Now we want you in. You in.
For a second there, I came in here to Agartha, and I'm hearing like lightning, like effects. I'm like, is it glitching out or something? Like, what's all these sound effects? And then I see you with the lightning staff, like shooting something. Like, oh, he's doing his steps.
Church of broken pews and empty aisles. I seek it's for $1. Watch me as I cut myself wide open. On the stages I am paid to spill my guts. I won't see home till spring. Oh, I would kill for the Atlantic, but I am paid to make girls panic while I sing. So I gotta do the last step for the lightning staff. I got sucked into the portal.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I was on the third one.
Yeah.
And I got sucked in.
Oh no.
I know, so hopefully I can pick up where I left off.
Hopefully this. Oh, nice. Wind staff is upgraded. Sweet.
Sorry, man. I found a spoken prophecy.
Done with my stuff.
Getting kinda late. We walked to the edge, but we never left. Written on the wall. Stupid Panzer's trying to grab my dick.
You say Mr. Krabs is trying to grab his dick?
The Panzer.
Oh.
And I killed his face.
Excellent.
I wanna let my fear become my shadow. I wanna invade my thoughts. I wanna die in Kyoto.
Kyoto.
Another Panzer.
Nada.
He's dead.
He's red.
I wonder, was no day of wonder, the shit that flew from my mind.
We must endeavor to slow their progress.
On a ridiculous plane. We built our missions, we built ourselves a mission to ride our motors aside.
7.
On what a vague description, that's what we had to build it, that's why would anyone try. It was always worth it. It's the part I seem to hide. And the busy antenna fire. Put all your clothes inside.
Hello.
So much effort not to make an effort. Oh, what a flawless design. It was always worth it, and that's the part I seem to hide. In the busy empire, put all your clothes inside. Even as I left Florida, far enough, far enough.
Oh wait, I think, yeah, you need a shield play.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get it right now. It was always worth it. That's the part I seem to hide. And the busy empire. Put all your clothes inside. It was always worth it. And that's the part I seem to hide. Even as I left Florida. Far enough, wasn't far enough. Couldn't quite seem to express myself. Far enough, far from Florida. We were always driving on cruise control. Far enough, wasn't far enough. I stood on my hard support thinking, oh my God, I probably have to carry this whole load. I couldn't remember if I tried. I couldn't remember if I took my brain out and threw it so directly at the goal. I couldn't remember if I could have my mind erased and still not know exactly what I don't already, even as I left Florida. Okay, on my dials, either I fucked up the first step or there's some dials on the second step that I haven't turned yet. might be this one. Yeah, it is.
Oh,
There it
there's
is.
one.
I'm a drunk man, sir, but even I know how to upgrade the lightning stuff. Take my leg. We're gonna walk through the park. I promise to have you home before dark. Oh, life would be so sweet walking with you down the street. Oh, baby.
So,
Come on and
it's
take
gotta be this
my
one.
dick.
We have to spin. Nope.
Don't you know I like you? You're pretty and nice. Walking with you would be paradise. Sharing the moments,
There we are.
me and you.
Now we can both upgrade
Walking
our favorite
down
staff.
the avenue.
and use the other
Yeah.
staffs to level them up.
Take my hand. You know you can. So please take my hand.
Challenge completed. Spend 30,000.
I know not if this is
You
science
guys
or
are a
magic.
bunch of baboons. Look how good I'm doing and I'm drunk. I got some troubles, but they won't last. I'm gonna lay right down here in the grass. And pretty soon all my troubles will pass. Cause I'm a shoo shoo shoo. A shoo shoo shoo. Shoo 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 shoo. Sugar Town. Ah, I love Zoe Deschanel.
Zoe Deschanel's pretty. Ah, fuck. I was gonna say Zoe Deschanel's pretty freaking awesome.
Yeah, she's pretty fucking hot.
Oh,
Yeah.
definitely. Freaking Jim Carrey's a lucky man and yes man.
When I went to the doctor, he said I'm feeling kinda rough. Let me break it to you, son. Your shit's fucked up. I said my shit's fucked up. Well, I don't see how. He said the shit that used to work, it won't work now.
Hey look, here's his level up. Sweet.
Jeez, that was pretty fast. I
Man,
had
dying
a
over
dream.
here. Jesus.
Oh, shucks, oh well. Ah, it's all fucked up.
Hey, oh,
And
mine leveled up pretty
shucks,
good too. It's pretty awesome.
yeah, my shit's fucked up. Has to happen to the best of us. Rich folks suffer like the rest of us. It'll happen to you.
That's the way.
Even in my drunken stupor, I knew to grab the wind staff first and then pick up the lightning staff because then the wind staff would transfer to the origins map so we could pick it up and easily put it for the robot. See, I remember. I ain't that belligerent. Now we gotta make the access drone. I know where that part is, don't even worry.
Nice.
Amazing grace.
I went out the lightning tank. I
Passed
should have
you
went
by.
out the ice tunnel.
Woo! About to step down. I survived.
Nice.
I'm getting the hiccups.
Oh
That's
no.
how you know I've been drunk. I've been drinking.
Head get up. Oh, the game lagged right there for me. How about I'm gonna make the tank roll out so we can be out of this area.
Yeah.
To remain in one spot is tactically dangerous. You must
I'm not drunk, boy.
You're not drunk.
Could bring me to my knees.
Hacha!
All the times that I would beg you, please. At round 20, I gotta take another swig.
Alright. Sadly enough, you have to take the 30-minute one again.
Bruh, 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 bruh.
I can save that one.
Okay, thank God. I need to go put my tablet down so I can start doing the steps.
Alright.
But I'm on the outside and I'm looking in. I can see through you, see your
It's
true
stupid, I had my
colors.
freaking flame upgrade on.
Inside
Just
you're
kill him.
ugly like me. I can see through you and be the real you.
It may be that the Germans deserve such a fate.
Not again. Cunt!
What?
Yeah, Panzer.
Panzer?
Yeah.
I was wondering, I was like, why is the screen getting so hot?
You did pretty good though. On 17, 4 downs, 3 revives.
All the staff's upgraded?
Oh yeah.
Alright, that was a 3-hour stream. Hope you guys enjoyed it.
He
I
barely,
know I did.
barely escaped the 6-minute marker. We're having to drink again.
Well, I have been pleasantly buzzed. So I
This was
want
a
you
fun
guys
stream.
to know. I want you guys to know.
Memory lane was revisited and different perspectives were shown. And it was fun.
Yeah. So,
Let's get them
hope you guys
down.
enjoyed the stream.
By the way, we ended the stream. In total, I got 7 freaking, what's it called? Liquid Diviniums. I started off with 2, now I have 9.
Nice. I, on the other hand, I probably got 2 beforehand, so I think in total I probably even like 5.
Nice. Double reward. Excellent.
Well, hopefully you
By
guys
the way,
enjoyed the stream.
Newton's cookbook just updated. Profit sharing is one, unquestionable is the other, but most importantly, Perkaholic is the other.
If only I could make it.
It's quite expensive.
But I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I will admit,
Oh.
I was not as useful nor helpful as I would have been because of my state.
Your status.
But
I still had fun though.
I had a good time. So I'll catch you guys later.
Oh yeah, a big ol' happy birthday to Jew. Excellent. Nice. Alright. And stream is